Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the After Hours episode number 196. My name is AugieRFC and welcome to the Wednesday midweek edition of the program, the Wednesday night broadcast. How we all doing on this fine Wednesday night?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Drama to cover.
Yeah, I mean, it has been drama central over
and
here.
it's drama that is pretty interesting. Like, sometimes there's a lot of drama going on and I'm just like, I don't want to cover this shit. But for this drama, it's all pretty interesting stuff. There's no, pedophiles involved or anything like that. So,
well, our last story, we got some sort of, we're sort of dipping into things that relate around stuff like that.
It's lightly related to that.
Yeah. But I mean, that was really the theme last year. Was like, every story had to do with rapist, pedophile, sexual assault. I mean, in one case it's interesting, in one case it's, a little break from the, some of the goofy shit we cover sometimes. But in other cases, it's I kind of like the goofy stuff in a way, it gives me a new sort of appreciation for that. I don't know. It works both ways. Welcome to the program, everyone, tonight. Be sure to hit like on the broadcast. Follow me on Twitter at AugieRFC. Streamlabs.com/AugieRFC Super chat as well is open if you want to send us an interactive message, send us a video to watch. Let us know something that we need to know about the show. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. Be on the lookout, by the way, for videos and the notifications. As yesterday we got a little bit of a brief shadow banning. It looks like we're pretty much in the clear for now. But yeah, you never know with this YouTube, with this coronavirus thing, they're always, flipping stuff on and off or whatever. So just make it easier for me and, hit those, notifications on if you, want to make sure that you're aware of the show, you're aware that the show is going on. That's what I'm trying to say. Let me do a couple shillings real quick before I take a look at super chats and we get into this. I kind of want to dive into this shit. I'm trying to keep the shows at around 2 hours. Lately, we've been getting a little overboard. I don't want to release just 5 hours of just, content or whatever on you guys, because that's a little bit too much.
5 hours is a bit excessive.
Yeah, I just want to keep it down.
Normally we have it between 2 and 3, and I think that's
I feel like that's reasonable, right? You can do a lot of, you can just flip on the show, do a lot of things while you're listening for 2 to 3 hours or whatever, 5, 6 hours, something. That's a little bit, okay, come on now. Make sure to check out the channel Red Fox Comms, where the clips are going up. Last clip actually did pretty well. It was a conversation with Tommy C, Tipster, Internet Unwind. Of course, Bowblax was there, as usual for the show. We were talking about Suzy Lu and the future. It was clipped from the last Friday show, episode 194, and a lot of people enjoyed the conversation, so I'm probably going to be using the clip shown a lot more. Finally, I want to shout out a buddy of mine who's been doing nightly streams, on YouTube. There's no way to directly support streamers or whatever, you can't just raid them or host them or whatever. So I want to support a friend of mine over here. Go ahead and give him a follow. It's my boy ExedPanda. He's been doing some nightly streams. They've been having a lot of fun. So you can go check that out there. There's a link to the channel. Just thought I'd, mention it or whatever. I want to, spread some love to my
subs,
dude over here. Yeah, get him to 100. You get him that custom URL or whatever. Because on YouTube it's so hard to grow a stream or whatever. I'm really kind of lucky, so I want to, spread the love back to some other people. Someone keeps adding me in the chat, at RFC, live in Michigan. I'm assuming if you're asking me if I live in Michigan, which I don't know why that's, I mean, come on now. All the art I use for my channel, all or not the art, but the graphics is based in Dallas. Dallas is in my Twitter bio. I mean, come on now. What is this And even if I did live in Michigan, is this something we need to just stop the entire podcast to address?
Whoa, dude.
Whoa, Lee, do you live in Michigan? Michigan? Okay, all right, relax. I'm not in Michigan. I'm sorry if that answers your question there. Anyway, other than that, let's see. Nice, you guys are subbing to the boy. There we go. Good to see. He might be on tonight, and if he is, I'm usually there as well. So it's kind of, the place to chill, later in the night after the after hours. So there you go. Okay. Listen, everyone. We got shit to cover. We got Suzy Lu. Still going nuts with the privacy complaints, by the way. Her complaints have been getting a little bit, how do I word this?
Excessive?
excessive, but there's like another, it's like just this desperation to take down any sorts of videos calling her out. Like, it's getting ridiculous, right? So if she can't, I mean, we documented this on Monday, but if she can't, you know, take out your video with the good old harassment and bullying, if even YouTube isn't siding with her, she'll go for a captions complaint, which is literally the only thing she can possibly go at you for. So for instance, if I click this video right here on this channel, and I were to hit, you know, report or whatever, I can report this for bullying, or rather hateful or abusive content. I can scroll down the list, you know, bullying, promotes hatred or violence or whatever. But if YouTube doesn't agree with me, what else could I flag this video for? There's no sexual content. There's no child abuse. There's no promotion of terrorism. The only thing you can go is a captions abuse. And all that really does, it's just an attempt to strike fear at these channels. It's just an attempt to sort of, you know, shake people up a little bit. Like, yeah, Suzy, I'm watching, you know, I can't get your video taken down this way. I'll get it taken down another way. I've always got, you know, a plan B or whatever. And of course it doesn't work. In return, all it does is just show how desperate she is, how hungry she is to get these videos taken out, and just the length she'll go. She'll click literally every button, flip every switch to try to get these videos taken off the air. And it just, regardless of whether it works or not, she'll put in the effort. She will try. I mean, in fairness, that's one thing you can't really take away from her, is she will try. Maybe she doesn't succeed, but she'll certainly put in the effort to get all these videos taken down. And of course, it just, you know, doesn't end up working. But amidst all the privacy complaints she's been following that do literally nothing to your channel, privacy complaints where she's complaining about people showing public Instagram photos of her, which obviously is not going to affect, you know, unless YouTube's going crackhead mode, it's not going to affect your channel. If you show a public Instagram or tweet of hers, and she complains that that's a breach of her privacy, obviously that's not going to do literally anything to her video there. So, so amidst all these privacy violations or whatever, she has released a response video to the drama channels, to mainly Tipster, but she kind of mentioned Jean Swan directly in a passing comment. She makes a vague dig at Nick without naming him specifically, and I think pretty much most drama channels in general, but mostly she goes at Tipster. And although Tipster's already issued his response, where his response actually BTFO'd her video in views, her video got less views than Tipster's response to the video, when Tipster actually has a smaller channel. So already off to a great start here.
Yeah, I didn't expect that, even though like everyone obviously is on Tipster's side.
Yeah,
I didn't expect this video to get like more views. I expected it to get more likes and stuff and more support, but more views. Damn, Suzy's really failing, dude. Like, no one even wants to listen to her at this point, because they just know everything coming out of her mouth is bullshit.
Well, I mean,
I don't really blame people for not wanting to watch that.
Her fan base is not loyal. They're there for anime, video games, or something like that. They don't give a fuck about the drama. The only people that are actively looking into this drama are people that are against her. So she's already at a disadvantage here that's, you know, at no fault other than her own. I mean, she's put herself in this situation. I mean, we talk about this all the time, but there's always these drama stories where it's like, the person who is, you know, has fucked themselves over, they put themselves in this situation where nobody feels any sympathy for them, nobody feels sorry for them, it's literally all their fault. It's just like, this could have been avoided easily if you had just maybe not striked videos, or just admitted like, yeah, you know, I was stepping the line a bit, you know, I didn't like these meme videos, but striking them was a little too far or whatever. You know, she just done something like that, nobody would be on this. But because she keeps doubling and tripling and quadrupling down, we're on stream number 7 on her, or whatever, how many other streams we've done. Not because, you know, it's not like I wake up every day and I'm just like, ugh, how do I milk this Suzy? How do I jam Suzy Lu into the title or whatever? It's just like, I wake up and I'm like, okay, what are we gonna talk about? Well, Suzy doing some dumb shit, throw it on the menu. I mean, that's really all it boils down to. She does something dumb, we talk about it, she does something dumb again. Now, I say this every stream now, I'm hoping this will be the last stream on Suzy, like, honestly, because I feel like, you know, there's other topics to move on to. I've kind of been trying to, you know, move away from it as I've been, you know, introducing other topics to the show, in addition to Suzy, and we'll be getting to other stuff tonight as well with, Katerino, and a little bit of the Blair White situation that's been brewing on Twitter, while I was prepping for the show, but, you know, with this Suzy stuff, it's important we call this out. I still maintain that. It's important we call this out. It's important we reestablish what the problem here is and why this can't go unnoticed. Scarce has been doing a fantastic job. Quartering, I really gotta give hats off to Quartering as well, even though I don't like the Quartering. I mean, that's really irrelevant. You know, if I don't like somebody and they do a good job, they're doing a good job. You know, what can I say? As well as other people like Optimus and, you know, John Swan, of course, with his fantastic video and his inevitable sequel that's going to come out soon. I mean, people are really just coming together, you know, sticking together to talk about the issues that need to be talked about. And it is very white-pilling to see. So, I hope to see more of it, you know, maybe we can band together. You know, it's something I was thinking about today, right? Is the YouTube commentary community. Didn't really exist. Like, it kind of died off in 2018, 2019 or whatever. Now we're starting to see it come back together. You know, commentary kind of branched off into more normie, mainstream comedy humor videos or whatever. And less talking about actual issues going on in YouTube. And now in 2020, we're starting to see a resurgence of not just people talking about shit, but people talking about shit collectively as a unit, as a community. And I'm not big on, you know, community aspects or whatever. I think that's kind of gay in some circumstances, but it's also important that we form together as a unit to talk about shit that needs to be discussed. So it's kind of interesting to see a resurgence to a commentary community on YouTube, because I do think there does need to be one, you know, in order to self-police on the platform. Maybe not in the Nerd City style, you know, to introduce new guidelines that restrict what we're allowed to say, but to self-police so that people don't think they can just get away with flagging videos and face no consequences for it at all.
Yeah, with the lack of Suzy Lu coverage last year, I feel like it was a combination of, like, obviously there not being as much stuff on Suzy Lu as there is now, and also, like, this, like, commentary community that you're speaking of, it wasn't really, like, everybody that we're like referencing within this community were obviously like big and still YouTubers back then, but it wasn't as like connected. Over this past year, like we see like Optimus and like Mudahar and Quartering start becoming more reliable sources for news outside of like just Keemstar and stuff. And I feel like the timing was just bad for the Suzy Lu stuff a year ago, because when we're talking about the commentary community not covering Suzy Lu a year ago, we were talking about people like, you know, Jay Aubrey or what have you. And now we're like, oh, thank God the commentary community is finally talking about this, but it's completely separate people from who we expected to talk about it last year. So it is interesting.
For sure, for sure. By the way, do we not have any like mods in here? Like, this is the first time I'm gonna ironically say this, or sorry, unironically say this, but seriously, like, mods, come on. Don't take out people calling me out or saying I'm lying or whatever. I don't give a fuck about that anymore. But take out the people who are, you know, spamming or just filling at the chat with bullshit or whatever. So.
Shit, did someone spam?
Yeah, people are kind of spamming. It just makes the chat like a clusterfuck for everyone to use. So moderators, like, I don't even know if I have any in here, but just you see someone post the same message, you know, like more than, I don't know, 3-4 times, whatever. Just give them a timeout or a ban or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, let me get through these super chats. We'll get right into this Suzy Lu story. I best walk around through 5 says a good edition of Thought Patrol. Thank you very much. Yeah, we're going on Thought Patrol tonight. I didn't plan for this to happen, but ironically enough, we're calling out 3 thoughts today. Although with Blair White, I don't know how much calling out we're gonna do of her. We're gonna take a look at the situation. But yeah, I gotta be real with you. I still, you know, I was looking at what was going on Twitter, and I don't know, man. We're just gonna have to see what's going on from there. That's why I put the question mark. I don't know if she lied or not, but we're going to be taking a look and coming up to our own conclusions later on. Who else we got in here? Mike the Bike through 10 says, you gotta play I Got 5 on it one of these days, bro. That's a good song. Yeah, maybe. Stefan through 10 says, her video title is misleading. I expect a video on tea, but no, instead she went on spreading total bull. That could get her flagged. More reasons why coffee is a superior beverage. Well, we disavow flagging. Good. We disavow doxing, disavow swatting, hacking, all sorts of malicious, unless, of course, if you're flagging...
Suzy clickbaited all of us. I expected a tea review. I expected her to, you know, pour some tea, review it, tell us the taste. There wasn't any like, ounce of tea in that video, so I think deserves some flagging.
No tea.
Joke, of course. In case,
Yeah. Look, I talked about this yesterday. I don't know how many guys are watching the non-after hours streams or whatever, but I talked about this yesterday on stream. We had a pretty good stream yesterday, a pretty good rant on there too as well. You should totally take a look at the streams playlist and take a look at yesterday's show. Or not show, but stream if you didn't already. But, it goes out saying, and I'll say this again on here. Matter of fact, I'll go ahead and pull up. First off, how many subs did we get to Ben's channel? Oh, we got up to 100. Nice. But anyway, let me go into community. I think that's where I need to go. Yes, my community tab here. So I was looking at the clip on my podcast, or sorry, on my clip channel or whatever. And I saw some people saying, why hasn't Suzy Lu been doxxed yet? Why hasn't Suzy Lu, like, why don't we know more about her information or her whereabouts or whatever? And I was just fuming. Like, I was honestly pissed. I was like, yo, what the fuck, guys? Come on now. Like, I'd expect this in maybe some other comment sections of people who are, you know, just going a little ham. But I think I made it abundantly clear that this ain't a doxing channel, considering that this channel, like, you know, blew up from calling out, you know, Keemstar, one of the biggest doxers on the platform. But people still got a little too carried away, and I posted this and I said, hey, just saw some comments posted on my other channel, Red Fox Comms, of some users trying to grab Suzy Lu's docs. It goes out saying, but fuck off if you're doing that. Seriously, it doesn't help us. It doesn't help anyone. Shit like that is not cool and can be used to get me kicked off YouTube. Stop it. If you're a doxer or doing anything malicious, unsubscribe right now. And I hold true to that. I mean, if you're doing anything of the sorts, you know, you gotta pack your bags and go. You can't be hanging around here if you're doing that shit, if you're bragging about it, if you're talking about it. And I don't know why you would get that impression from watching this anyway. It's stupid that I have to address this, but people are gonna do some dumb shit. But anyway, just thought I'd clarify that. Okay. Let me fire up her response here. Copy that. Paste it in here. So Suzy Lu, this is her response. Now, I don't know. I watched the whole thing yesterday as like my first initial take. But now we're gonna watch it again. I'm gonna bump this to 1.5 speed because it's kind of lengthy and kind of she says a lot. She says a lot, but a lot of nothing at the same time, if you know what I mean. She says some bullshit about Tipster as well. Let's just go ahead and start playing this right now. This is the real tea from Suzy Lu. What do you say, boys? Should we begin?
Yep.
Yeah, it's fired up.
Let's get it over with.
That's kind of my attitude too. I want to talk about the funny stuff, the Katerino and stuff like that, but you know. Beggars can't be choosers. And actually, this is kind of interesting, right? Because did you guys think she would do a full-on video on us?
No. Possibly. I mean, she's done it before. Like a year ago, she made like a response video or whatever. So I wasn't necessarily expecting it, but I wasn't surprised when it came out.
I mean, when we had that conversation the other day, I genuinely thought after her meltdown on Twitter, I thought that'd be the end of it. After the YouTube conversation, I thought she'd be laying low. I expected too much, you know?
Well, yeah, she's not the type of person to like lay low and let things die down. She just kind of like makes it worse, you know?
I mean, it proves my theory has gone out the window, because I remember I said that oh, maybe YouTube might have gone to him and be like, okay, we've defended you, now please stay low. That obviously did not happen, clearly.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Suzy Lu always has to have the last word. And
she is one of those people, isn't she? You know, like one of those people. You know, when you get into an argument with somebody, it usually happens online, but sometimes, you know, in real life or whatever, you have like an argument with somebody, and they always got to get like the last word, and you'll be like, okay, I'm just done, whatever, and he'll be like, so you're running, huh? And it's just like, no, buddy. Listen. You don't have to always get the last word in there. We can just chill out. And they'll be, so you don't want to finish the conversation? It's like, okay, relax, all right? Come on now. The conversation's done. Like, she's just one of those people who's always got to, like, you know, just get in there, just finish it off or whatever, which leads to her saying dumb shit. And then we got to respond to it, you know? So.
Do you reckon that she genuinely thinks she's right in all this, or do you think this is like an attempt to desperation now?
Oh yeah, she totally.
She knows that everyone's against it.
She sees, you know, the whole world as she gets whatever she wants, and she doesn't, you know, she never gets told no. That's totally her perspective. All right, a few super chats. We'll begin right here because I honestly don't want to make the whole show this, but we'll see. Let me see. Juicy Handshake through 15 says, bro, commentary channel's landing jets on her eyebrow planet, and she responds with a lukewarm cup of tea. Well, that message right there, that sir is that's harassment. So I'm gonna have to disavow. But thank you for the donation. Lady Zubat through 2 says, short bus Suzy lunatic is batshit crazy. That's gonna be a yikes for me, dog. I'm just kidding. I gotta say that, right? Because if I don't disavow harassment, Suzy's gonna do a video on me. And we all know how everybody feels about harassment, you know? The same people who are fine, you know, shit-talking anyone's looks or whatever. Now, harassment, gotta go. Gotta go. Okay. Mike the Bike through 5 says, wow, I can't believe she's using a filter to make her head smaller. Are you sure it's just not that way naturally? Well, I mean, the forehead's large, but like, you know what I'm saying here. All right. Let's get into this.
What is up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel.
Is that volume a little bit too low? Cause I've half a mind to throw this in the Google Chrome and bump the audio a little bit. I don't know.
I'm fine with it. I wouldn't necessarily want to hear Suzy talk louder anyway, but
it's not like too quiet, but it's like it could be just a little bit louder. It's very low. All right, well, just it's rather safe than sorry. We'll pull up a Chrome tab and get this pulled up here. Okay, give me a second here. Come on. Okay, that should be good. Alright. I hate that I have to do this. I wish Brave you could put extensions on to, you know, boost the audio or whatever,
you
but
can put extensions in Brave.
Can you?
Yeah, just the same as Chrome extensions.
I don't think so.
Literally all Chrome extensions work on Brave, but okay.
Do you just go to the Chrome store?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing on Brave. Okay, I got it loaded up right here. Oh shit, that was the wrong tab. Damn it! Fuck. Oh, it's that one, okay. I got two tabs that are the same thing, so it confused me. There we go. Okay, let me bump the audio a little bit, and...
What is up, everyone, and...
Jeez, okay, well, there you go. Alright, let's begin this right now.
Welcome back to the channel. I bet you guys were expecting the typical... We need to talk, guys. We need to talk. Not really into that, but we do need to talk, actually. And there's... You know, I hate doing videos like this because I end up just like going off on a tangent. I don't tend to write down what I want to say. I just like to have it come from the heart, basically. So, what the heck has been going on? I really want to clear up some things in this video. I wasn't going to do a video on this, and I'll tell you guys why. Basically, YouTube already came out and they had a tweet. They informed the people that were affected why they took down some YouTube videos. And as far as I was concerned, like when I seen that, I was like, oh, thank God for that. Do you know what I mean? Because people were looking at me and they were like, it was you. You did all this. You did all this. And it's like...
Does she think that tweet absolves her of all criticism or responsibility?
She's so stupid. She keeps using this argument of, oh, YouTube took it down, not me. We're not saying you took down the video. We're saying your flags led to YouTube taking down the video.
Does she think that we're saying that she literally like hacked into the mainframe and got the video taken off?
That's what she's been saying this whole time. She's like, people are saying I took down videos. I can't do it. YouTube. It's like a technicality. Like your flag led to the deletion of the video. It's like, yes, you didn't like get a gun and pull the trigger, but you gave the gun and loaded it and put it in someone else's hand.
Well, she also like comes out and says like, yeah, I got a contact. Yeah, I let them know about Tipster or whatever. You know, she admits to all this like inside she's done at YouTube to let them know of Tipster or whatever, which who knows? Is she telling the truth or is she just talking, you know, shit to like freak us out or something like that? It could be either one, to be honest. I struggle. I think she's doing things, don't get me wrong, but the extent at which she says she's like involved with like getting like Tipster fucked with or whatever, it seems a little bit too crazy for me to believe. You know, maybe it's always a possibility.
Like, true, but she's like over exaggerating. Like,
yeah.
That's kind of my
maybe
guess
to like, you know,
situation.
Get them to like freak out. Like, oh, maybe I should stop doing Suzy Lu videos if, you know, I want to keep my channel or whatever, you know, which nice try, Suzy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, these tweets here, you know, like the tweets she shows from YouTube and the emails from partner support or whatever, like she thinks this is like, oh, thank God they said this. what do you mean? Like, this doesn't end anything.
It doesn't confirm anything other than YouTube didn't do it by mistake. And actually, it makes her look worse because it means that like someone deliberately reported it and it wasn't just like a random error on YouTube's end.
Yeah.
So, but she keeps like, relying on this narrative where it's like, oh, they're saying I took it down, but YouTube took it down. It's like, no, we're just using that as like a shortcut to say you flagged it, which led YouTube to taking it down. Yeah. We're not going to say that every time. Like everybody has explained this in YouTube videos because she said the same thing in her like Twitter response. And Quartering made a video about that. I made a video about that. I don't know if you did, but I think Optimus did as well. And we all said like, yo, we don't mean actually you took it down. We mean you flagged it, and that led YouTube to taking it down. Yeah. And yet she still like goes on this this narrative of where like mixing stuff up or whatever, which is basically like her only crux. It's the only way where she looks like kind of semi-smart in the situation. Another thing she uses, which is going to come up later in the video, is she thinks we confuse copyright with community guideline strikes, which we've
probably interchangeably. I mean, it's really the obviously definitionally it's different. Like the reasons why you would file a copyright strike versus why you'd file a community guideline strike are different, right? But I mean, effectively, it's still the same thing. It's still reporting the video to get it taken down.
Using it as a tool to try and take it down. It's just that now she's moved on from a different tool that she used last year.
Yeah,
that's the only difference. So
it's like it's like, I didn't I didn't shoot this guy or whatever. I just, grabbed a gun and beat him over the face with it. So, okay, and, both are bad.
I didn't do it. I handed it to YouTube and told them to do it. It's like, oh, okay, well.
Yeah. Let me check this real quick. I saw
like if someone hires an assassin to kill someone, they're just as guilty, right? It's not like the court is like, well, you paid the assassin to kill him, but it was the assassin's job. The assassin did it, so you know what? Only he's getting punished. It's like, no, that's not. It's not.
Vampuffin through one says she won't let any negative comments on her videos. She holds every comment under review and approves the positive ones in bulk. I've seen comments appear out of nowhere, all being posted hours or minutes before in the video. The negative ones never get through. Yeah, in this video, you'll take a look at right here. It's got 500 comments or whatever. And Tipster's video that has about the same, if not a little bit more, amount of views or whatever. His video's got 60K or whatever, same views, and his comment section has like 2,000 comments. Yeah. So why is one getting far more interaction than the other? You can see why, she's filtering it out. And initially people were saying when this video first came out, Suzy Lu's deleting comments or whatever, and I was like, all right, relax, perhaps she could be, but there's no way to prove that. Well, I mean, come on now, but I will say this though, focusing on the deleting comments thing is kind of pointless because out of all the bad things she's done, deleting comments is like on the bottom of the list. It's bad, but it's like, it's okay.
I mean, the ratings are disabled. Yeah. She's filtering the comments. It's either she filters the comments or they're off. She's never going to just let all the criticism be there, because it dismantles her whole video. Like, if she let all the comments through, there'd probably be, like, top comments dismantling, like, every single point.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. Okay, let's continue.
Some YouTube videos, and as far as I was concerned, like, when I seen that, I was like, oh, thank God for that. Do you know what I mean? Because people were looking at me and they were like, it was you did all this, and it's like, there's a lot more behind the scenes than you guys probably don't realize. And the reason I wasn't going to say anything is because at the end of the day, the people admitted that they knew that their videos were a little bit on the sketchy side.
Will I say that maybe it was too far to go for the forehead jokes? Probably. I mean, I like those jokes, so I don't regret making them, but should I have said that? Probably not. Like I said, I'm not going to pretend like I'm completely innocent. I definitely made fun of her forehead, and that seems to be like the big thing that triggered her to the point that she decided to do this. It was the forehead.
Yeah, the thing. Regardless of not making videos, not making videos harassing people.
But that was on a different channel, and it wasn't on the main channel, and I don't care that was taken down. It doesn't matter.
And then suddenly people...
So that's her gotcha right there. She plays a clip from Tipster's podcast and a clip from some show on the internet. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, like, with the Tipster clip, it's like, Tipster talks about, like, he has a stream channel, right? He does the news, but he also does streams similar to Augie, and he talks, like, at length for a long period of time about certain things. So obviously, what comes up in conversation is, like, the benefit of the doubt, the devil's advocate type conversation, where he's like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have done the forehead or whatever, but this isn't, like, a super definitive statement from, like, Tipster, like, it's just, like, maybe I shouldn't have done it so I wouldn't get flagged type thing, not maybe I shouldn't have done it because it was, like, bad. I don't know. It just seems like she's trying to find like one little clip out of hours of tipster content to try and like put into a context that makes her look better. And then also with John Swan, like this, that clip comes from like a random stream that John Swan was on that's like hours long and is on like a very small channel. And it's like, instead of going to John Swan's actual like edited video that's like very like presented all the arguments pretty definitively, you go onto his stream, you watch it for hours, and then try to find like one clip to cut out of context where John Swan might look slightly bad. It's like, oh, okay, that's like such a huge stretch, right?
These responses, though, right? Like, where he's saying, like, oh, maybe, you know, what this striking me as is that he's kind of giving her, like, as much benefit of the doubt as possible or whatever, and she uses this clip as like, oh, well, they've admitted that they violated the TOS, so it's totally okay for me to strike, lol. For YouTube to take them out, not for them to get striked, of course. Which is ridiculous, right? Because even if, like, technically what they did was against TOS, how does that make this okay? Do we suddenly just bend down to the TOS now? I mean, you could argue that, oh, well, these people shouldn't be surprised that their videos are getting taken off. Okay, maybe they shouldn't be surprised, but does that still make it right? Of course not. Like, this whole argument stems from, like, oh, well, it's YouTube's rules, so why are you bitching or whatever?
Yeah, also,
yes, it's YouTube rules, and like what?
Yeah,
yes,
and also YouTube is kind of bending the rules when it comes to like actually enforcing.
Well, yeah,
them.
there's so much more worse shit.
It's not like John Swan and Tipster looked at the bullying and harassment stuff and they're like, yeah, I'm gonna blatantly ignore this and try to like, you know, violate YouTube's guidelines on purpose. No, John Swan in his video specifically actually like took out the forehead segment.
Yeah, he took out the segment he thought would get fucked with
for bullying and harassment. And I'm pretty sure Tipster isn't like going out of his way to like purposely violate TOS either. So
yeah, Tipster's like super careful. I mean, granted, on his podcast, obviously in a freeform environment where, you know, the object is be a little more edgier, have a little bit more fun or whatever. I mean, look, if you're fine with Suzy Lu flagging these videos, then obviously you don't give a fuck about comedy or satire or mean jokes or the rights to criticize. Forget that last part though. Like, forget that last part. Jokes and comedy and satire, like, you're okay with that getting striked because it's their rules or whatever? I mean, just come out and say it. Like, you're against that stuff. And if you're against that stuff, in my opinion, you are the lowest of the low. You're a piece of shit. Like, that stuff has a right to be protected at all costs. And if you're just going to bend over and just be like, well, you know, it's 2020, man. The social media companies aren't down with that anymore. So it's totally fine for these, you know, elements of videos to get striked or not. I mean, fuck you. Like, that's all I gotta say.
Yeah. They're at, like, obviously there needs to be like some sort of regulation in terms of speech, like like a video.
I mean, if you just go on and
saying,
just start
like, kill all N-words, that's
yeah. Like, I mean, that's, you know,
that's
but like
being struck down, and that's why those
that
rules
makes
are in
sense.
place. But if you start extending it to the point where someone says the word forehead and they get banned, it's like, come on.
Yeah, I mean,
a huge gap between that and like the most egregious type of hate speech.
It should be like common sense or something, right? Like, if you walk into like a comedy club or whatever, and like your first joke is, you know, kill all N-words, and there's like no punchline to it, and you're just like, you know, and you get kicked out or whatever. I mean, obviously, I mean, you're a fucking idiot, bro. But like, you know, like, that should be obvious. Like, you shouldn't say that in the first place, regardless of whether it's, you know, for or against the TOS or whatever. You just don't fucking say that, you know, in public, because you're gonna get fucking pounded.
Here's how I look at it in terms of like the severity of like the hate speech or whatever. If we compare it directly to nudity, right? Like, the worst would be like completely butt-ass naked, like porno or whatever. It's like getting banned for nudity if you have your collarbone out. That's the equivalent.
Yeah, if you just go on YouTube with your fucking cock out or whatever and you get banned or whatever, okay, yeah, I mean,
of course. But if you go on YouTube and like, I don't know, you're doing a fitness video and like you see like 2 seconds of like a bulge or something, like they're just like ban.
Yeah,
that's like the equivalent in terms of like the speech that we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense at all. Vicky through 5 says Nick Ricada talked on Suzy Lu last stream. Timestamp is 5010. Yeah, I did watch that. We watched a little bit of that on stream yesterday. I don't think I'll play it here because, you know, I just recommend you go to Nick's channel and give that a watch. By the way, almost 500 people watching right now on RFC. Be sure to hit the like button. Helps us out a lot. Let's continue with this video right here.
We'll just use that as an excuse to cancel Suzy Lu. I get it. We're indoors. It's boring. I get it. Like, I have been going out of my mind as well with absolute boredom, but I don't use that as an excuse to start a witch hunt against someone. Can't relate. So what the heck happened?
She just thinks we're like going after Suzy Lu not because she did anything wrong, but just because we're bored.
We're just like, you know,
like, oh my god, dude, nothing's going on. We need someone to attack. Suzy Lu.
Yeah,
pretty good candidate. Let's search up some stuff she did wrong that we can twist. Like, that's what. Oh my god.
It's so funny. You know what? This is like the third tactic here so far, right? It's cancel culture. So last year we saw so many examples of cancel culture being misused or falsely applied or whatever, right? Yep. And you know, like that led to a big like revolt against cancel culture, and rightfully so. But now, whenever people get called out, and it's more than one person, they're like, cancel culture, cancel culture. I thought you guys were against cancel culture. I said this yesterday, and I'll say it again, right? Cancel culture is not inherently bad. I don't even think cancel culture is at play here. But if you want to call it cancel culture, okay. Maybe it is. I don't care. It's not a bad use of cancel culture if you're doing something bad, and you get called out for it by the whole internet. Well, then what were you doing then? Cancel culture is not inherently a bad thing. So for instance, right, this is the example I gave yesterday. If you just like, if there's some guy who fires up a stream, right, and he just comes out forward, just confesses that he's like a pedophile or whatever, and then the entire internet goes on like a hunting spree or whatever, that's an example of what I would consider at least a good use of cancel culture. If this guy comes out and is like, yeah, I'm a pedophile, I've abused several children, he just like lays it all out, and then the entire internet like mobs him for it, obviously that's a good thing. Like, you can't argue against that. But there have been many cases where cancel culture has been, you know, a little applied haphazardly or whatever, but this is not one of those cases. But she's gonna cry that, you know, to make herself a victim, to make people feel sorry for her. Like, man, all these people coming after her, like, was it really justified? Was it really that bad? These are the questions she wants to spark in the minds of the people who are skeptical or haven't looked into this properly. They want them to think like, you know, all these people are going after this, you know, poor woman on the internet. What could she possibly have done that was this terrible, that warranted this? That's what she wants you to think. So.
Goes all the way back to March 2019, I would say. So this is when it kind of all like kicked off. This is when it started. Basically, back then, I came across a creator that I was really unhappy with how he had used my video. Like, it wasn't a video that was criticizing me in any way. He took my Let's Play to then put at the start of his Let's Play, but only to make me look stupid. And I think what's even weirder was that he never even referenced my clip in his video. It's like, why was it there? There was absolutely no point it being there whatsoever. And that was why I issued a strike, because I wanted it taken down. So at the time, I just didn't really
that, I feel like that indicates like her entire intentions right there. It's like
her mindset.
You know, her mindset. It's like, yeah, I don't know if it violated anything, but it was kind of pointless for that part to be in the video. So, you know what? It probably shouldn't have been there, and I think it should be down. I'm gonna decide. I'm gonna take it down. And this is the one she took down with a copyright strike, by the way. So it's not like YouTube decided to take this one down or whatever. This is like her telling YouTube, you got to take this down for legal reasons. Also, this statement that she made right here about Mark After Dark completely contradicts her now deleted video that she made a year ago responding to the situation, where she's like, oh, it actually wasn't fair use, etc., etc. I think she also said it on the show. Now she's completely ditching the fair use argument, and she's like, yeah, I just didn't like it. You know, that's how much we like degraded her argument down to where she has no defense, and now she's like, yeah, I didn't like it. Yeah. It's like, okay, well, I guess it wasn't about fair use in the first place. I guess everything you said last year was a bunch of bullshit. I guess that indicates that maybe some of the stuff you're saying here is also bullshit.
Hey, if people are spamming or whatever, just like, just give them a full-on ban or whatever, because obviously they're just gonna wait the seconds, you know? They got like 5 different accounts open up or whatever. So just give them a ban so it makes it harder.
Think anything of it. It was just one of those things. I was like, I don't like the way you're using that. Get rid of it. I'm done with that. And then it kind of blew up a lot more than I guess I expected. So fast forward a little bit from that, I ended up actually speaking to the guy in question. I retracted the strike, and that was that. Or as far as I was concerned, that was that. Because that's what people were kicking off about. They were kicking off like, oh, you used copyright. We're not happy about this, blah, blah, blah. And not that it's any of their business, but anyway, the strike came off. That was the end of that as far as I was concerned. So I went back to doing my gaming, and then I started doing reactions to anime style content, and then boom, it all kind of blew up again. People were unhappy with the style of content I was doing, which in my opinion,
because it's like, that's fine. Literally hypocrisy from your last scandal. That's literally, it's like direct hypocrisy.
I mean, the argument really stems down. A lot of people were like, whoa, I mean, what do you have against reaction videos or something like that? Honestly, and I've said this before, but like, if we loaded up, if we never knew who Suzy Lu was, and one day we're just scrolling on the internet, we loaded up her channel, she's doing, doing exactly what she's doing now, which is taking paid content and, releasing it behind her own paywall on Patreon and for free on YouTube. If we had looked at this, I don't think, maybe we would have talked about it slightly,
it might have been like a small story, like not even in the title,
like look at this dude kind of story or whatever, but like I don't think we would have gone on like this, whoa dude, this is insane, whoa bro, like it would have been like that, because it's just, it's not that relevant to our lives. What made this more interesting is the fact that she is a flagger who her defense is always like, fair use this, fair use that, or whatever, violating fair use. I mean, it just, the story arc writes itself. I mean, you couldn't pay for better writing than, what's happening right now. That's what makes the story interesting. It's the hypocrisy here. And people are like, well, you probably pirated something before, so why do you care or whatever? It's like, well, look, I'm also like I feel like it's a bit of a difference too in that comparison, right? Because when you pirate something, like when you go and download like a Super Nintendo ROM or something, you're not downloading that ROM and then reselling it on eBay. Like you download it, you put it on a cartridge or whatever, if that's even possible. You sell it on eBay to make a profit from it. You're just downloading it for yourself. It's a different comparison.
Still like,
I mean, piracy is wrong. Piracy is wrong.
Yeah, that's not good, but like,
but it's just a non-comparison.
It's not as egregious, right?
Yeah. Like people, the only way Suzy can win this entire discussion, right, is if she just throws away all sense of nuance and just has an entire black and white perspective at it. Like, oh, you do this, so I can do this. And it's just like, well, look, there's like nuances to everything, like it's just because, one thing happens, the other thing doesn't mean that we're owned or whatever.
I feel like her only defense and pretty much what this entire video is just removing nuance. Like she's trying to dumb down everything.
Yeah, and that's gonna work. That's gonna work on some people in her audience or whatever.
Yeah, that's only gonna work on people with very, very low IQs.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, which I've personally seen. Like everyone defending Suzy Lu right now, like I've seen their arguments. Like they're pretty much low IQ and mentally.
I mean, I had like a 20-minute segment on my stream yesterday where I was just like, I had Suzy Lu simps in my comments. I was just like, literally explaining the argument to me. 20 minutes later, they're just screaming the same thing over and over and over again. I'm just like, shut the fuck. I was literally like, I lost my shit at one point. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? And then I just banned them just because they were just incoherent. They could not explain anything. It was just, and I'm like, oh, can you not like break it down a little bit? Like go into your arguments, think about this, but they can't think or they choose not to. Anyway. Yeah. By the way, is this enough fair use, Suzy? We're 4 minutes in when we're not even. You can't strike us, Suzy. This is so fair use. It's not even funny.
Business, like the kind of content that I put out, but that's up to you. There's plenty of content that I will look at on YouTube and be like, don't really like that, but all right, fair enough. But I don't go out of my way again to be like, oh, this is an outrage. I can't believe what they are doing. Like, you know what? Make the content that you want to make, and if I don't want to watch it, then that's up to me. So
wait, then why? If it's up to us, the content what we want to make, why are you flagging it? If you don't care. Whoa. If you just want every video up and you just don't care, why are you trying to flag it down?
Bowblax, our content is against the TOS. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh, yeah.
Fuzo32 says she is seething.
Yeah, but her content is against the TOS and the law. Oh, no. It's okay for you.
Yeah, well, you see, we're mean and we're scary.
Yeah, we're mean. She's just breaking the law. She's like trying to do something good for people. She's trying to give anime to people who can't afford it.
Listen,
give it to the poor.
Listen, it's the quarantine. People got no money. They're unemployed. They just need their anime. Can't afford it. Suzy's doing charity.
Everyone had to cancel their Crunchyrolls because of the quarantine. She's doing a good thing.
Suzy Lu is doing charity for us right now. She's giving people what they want for free. It's amazing. She's the Robin Hood of anime. Yeah, exactly. You know what? Why are we
anime Robin Hood, dude?
Why are we wasting our time on this girl? She's doing a good deed. Never mind. Fuzo32 says she is seething mad in this video. Yeah, you can tell.
amazing. Like, they've done the best I've ever seen. I mean, it was a crazy couple of months. But over the course of that, people were still attacking me for the content I was doing. I don't know if it was out of jealousy. There was a lot of views that were coming into the channel, and people were just unhappy with it. They were basically trying to white knight the anime companies or whatever, and it was just a little bit weird. So anyway, fast forward to where we are at just now. A couple of months ago, a creator who, I'm not going to name who they are, basically, they were getting harassed by Tipster off YouTube. It was happening on Twitter.
Who is this?
Tipster didn't even know. Tipster doesn't even know who this is. He's trying to figure it out, but like, and he's trying to rack his brain. I can't think of who it would be either.
Do you think?
I guess Ian Miles Chung felt harassed by Tipster.
Ian Miles Chung, or what was that other guy? The meme
there
troll.
There was like someone called like Troll God or like Meme Troll or whatever, who's been like stalking Tipster for like years, and he's like,
I swear to God, whoever that. Wait, hold on. I want to go back 10 seconds there.
It's now a couple of months ago, a creator who, I'm not going to name who they are. Basically, they were getting harassed by Tipster off YouTube. It was happening on Twitter, and they threatened her.
Oh, on Twitter? Wait.
Really...
So Ian Miles Chung?
Dude.
I don't know. Tipster, like, fights... When Tipster was on Twitter, he fought with, like, a lot of people. But the thing is, Tipster hasn't been on Twitter for, like, I think multiple months now, or at least 1 month. So yeah. I don't know how this is, like, relevant to the story that's been going on for, like, the last week, but...
upset her, and she complained to YouTube.
Oh, it's a her.
YouTube came to
I have no idea who it is. If it's a her.
Wouldn't it be funny if it actually was Ian Miles Chung, but he just said her, so we wouldn't think it was? Which would also be funny because she's calling, you know, Ian a girl. I don't know.
Me, because they were like, listen, we have had numerous complaints about this channel. This is Tipster's channel. And we want your side of all the things, all the times you have had to deal with this person. So I told them. I told them my side of the story. I told them that at that moment, he had something like 16 or 17 videos on his channel that he'd done. And I'm not going to lie, nothing had happened.
Saying that they were being bullied by Tipster. And then YouTube's like, okay, let me consult with Suzy Lu. What? She doesn't even work at the company. Why would...
It is damn near impossible to get a straight-up reaction from Team YouTube that's human and not generated by a robot or a pre-written script. You're telling me... Yeah. You're telling me that YouTube was like, oh, shit. Call up Suzy Lu. She must know the answer. Like, no, that didn't happen. I don't believe you.
The only way that would happen is if she has like a close friend or relative who works directly, like
uncle
YouTube,
at Nintendo,
and they like mentioned it like off duty, like offhandedly to Suzy and asked her opinion or something like that. That's like the only way I can see that happening.
Oh my god, this is so dumb.
Do you know what I mean? Like, between the first strike to this point, nothing had happened. But this person was, like, relentless. Like, they were obsessed. It was kind of strange. Like, no matter what I would do, whether it was, like, making my own website, whether it was, like, changing how I was doing my reactions, like, YouTube Rewind, oh my god, everyone freaked out about that. Whether it was the Sonic putting me in their movie trailer, no matter what I did, they were basically complaining that they didn't like it. And it's like, shit happens, like, at the end of the day. So, when YouTube approached me...
Yeah, shit happens, you move on. Like, shit happens and you flag it?
Tipster's audience is interested in what Suzy Lu does. Is some of the things he reported on, like, you know, a little trivial in comparison to the other things you've done, for sure. But I mean, he's a news channel. He's going to update people on what they want to hear. And at the end of the day, hey, if you don't like the content, as you said, Suzy, just leave it alone, you know? Like...
Yeah. Let me get through a few super chats because they're kind of coming in right now. Hernan, again, I'm not going to try to say your last name because I'm going to butcher it really badly, but you threw 50 ARS. You said, do your own content unless it's edited clips of my videos out of context for comedic effects. I don't like it, even if they're 4% of the video. Far Salty Gamer through 2 says, hey, Kung Flu, get this bitch. Aw, disavow. Fusel through 2 says, Ian Miles got a dog, not for long, Chung. Line through 2 says TOS equals terms of Suzy.
Oh my god.
Dude, the super chats are on fire tonight. Abbas Walker Rat through 2 says Ian Miles shrunk as a trap. Ew. Ugh. Tactical Soda through 2 says Suzy flew. There you go. Hernan through another 50 ARS says, side note, she said Tipster was harassing people off the platform. How did that get into YouTube's mods' ears?
Yeah, wait, why is YouTube reaching out to Suzy Lu about harassment not happening on their platform.
Yeah.
That literally makes
because that was on Twitter, right?
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that makes zero sense. It has to be like the only way this is possible again is if like a close relative or a close friend of Suzy works at Team YouTube in this department and mentioned it to her offhandedly. That's like the only way.
This is
There's
ridiculous.
no other way.
Juicy Handshake through 5 says, how dare you comment on the Queen's sizable elongated scalp. I like how you reworded it there. That's not harassment, right? Right? I don't know, man.
I told him, I was like, yep, like this person recently even tried to become a Patreon of mine to subtly try and get information on what I was up to in regards to my website and things like that, so my PR had to shut that down. And it was like, what's your problem, mate? Like, what is your problem? So between that time, YouTube were doing an investigation into this channel because they had had numerous complaints from different channels.
Dude, YouTube has an FBI investigation into Tipster. This is
they launched an investigation.
Chris Hansen talking about Onision right now, like.
Oh my god.
Got a full-on
When
investigation.
the videos came down from his channel, I had no idea that they were coming down. They didn't tell me anything. Like, basically, I got a couple of messages on my Discord that were like, oh, have you seen that they've taken 3 videos down from Tipsters? And I was like, what? And I even said at the time, I was like, see if they've taken videos that just have my name attached to them, like, I'm gonna be pissed because I know how that looks. You know what I mean? I was like, they've had numerous complaints from many other channels that you chose, and maybe it's because...
I see what she's on our side, right? Get it? Because, you know...
She's like, oh, someone framed it. Oh, it was a coincidence that all the
Isn't that what Matt did too? That's the second argument.
I don't think it is. I think she's just lying. I mean, she's been proven to lie blatantly.
No. But Matt literally, he was like, there's this troll going around that, you know, he's been flagging a bunch of videos that are against me. So I'm mad about it. If you're the troll watching, don't do it because it makes me look bad. Like an hour later, it found out he was the flagger. There was no troll. It was all full of shit.
Dude, the troll, the
dude, she's been taking notes, dude. Except she's taking notes from losers.
The Monday math stream. She's copying the homework.
Except she's copying the homework. She's copying the homework of the students she already knew got an F.
Yeah, wait. Oh my god.
What is your username? That something syndicate through 5 says that forehead though. I think it's got a hypnotic effect. I'm starting to believe her lies. Whoa, now how are you believing this bullshit?
Whoa, dude.
How is she convincing you?
Got a little psychic signal coming out of that forehead. Is that what the extra space is for? Like.
Hey, Augie. Thanks for letting me borrow your yacht this weekend.
Oh shit! Wait, Scrubby threw a big 50. He says, "Hey Augie, thanks for letting me borrow your yacht this weekend. Hope you had fun vaccinating orphans. Such a sweet guy, and he's single. That is true. Thank you for that, Scrubby, very much. $50, man.
Don't let Katerino hear that you're single, dude.
Oh no! Hey, channel's getting bigger.
We'll get into that later, but
yeah, channel's getting bigger. Yeah, I mean, you know.
Wait, Katerino's looking at that sub count, dude.
Just kidding. No e-girls.
As soon as I hit 100K, dude, I got a DM from Katerino.
Oh
Winky
my god.
face.
You're actually the 5th boyfriend.
Yeah. No, actually, according to her, I'm like the 20th.
Ah, you have AIDS now.
Every time he'd done a video on me, it was pretty disgusting. You know, there was a lot of personal insults, like people have an obsession with my forehead size. Like, I get it. I have looked at myself for many years. I'm well aware of the features, my small eye, my mouth, my this and that. Like, who cares? Like, if you're going to be
we kind of only notice the forehead. I didn't notice any small eyes. I think the forehead just kind of like stands out the most out of everything.
It's just such a woman thing. She points out all the features that nobody's pointing out about.
Yeah, dude. I've heard multiple people say this, like, whenever they, like, get memed on for a certain feature, they're like, yeah, I get it. I have a big forehead, and, like, name, like, a bunch of other, like, little
a bunch of other features nobody's talking about.
But no one else notices.
Yeah.
Like, I got, like, a little small pimple on, like, the right side of my cheek that you might see if you can squint. It's like,
That's funny as fuck. Ronald through 2 says, why is the forehead bigger than Android 18s? That's fun. I actually get that reference. That's the one anime I did watch a long time ago. Didn't watch on Suzy's channel, though. Scrubby through another 15 says, bro, she said forehead like she's not rocking at least a 10 head. Scrubby, come on now. That's mean.
Then why do you feel the need to try
he's putting all the harassment comments on your channel so he doesn't get his channel
yeah, I'd like to see her try to fuck with Scrubby's channel. That'd be interesting.
I really want, like, that comment reminds me, like, I would love to see Scrubby just do, like, a reaction commentary type video to this and be like, bruh, you have, like, a 10 head or whatever. Like, not even, like...
I'd like to see her try. But let's get through. In fair, we have been talking a lot, and I don't want the whole show to be this long ass video.
Let's let Suzy speak for a bit.
Yeah.
One's appearance down. And he has a track record of doing this. There are so many videos on his channel where he has done things like this, whether it's to iDubbbz his girlfriend. Like, he had an entire stream where, and it's so disgusting to even think about it, but where they were literally like looking up her OnlyFans pictures and they were just tearing her apart.
Diva was making fun of Anissa's lopsided ass. But yeah, she has one butt, it sags lower than the other one. It almost looks like she got like ass cheek implants and like one popped.
Like, I was actually legitimately upset with that ass. Like, and then her tits look, I'm not going, no, when you're not born perfect and you know you have a defect, don't have a whole fucking video showing your goddamn defect.
Yeah, she was like jiggling the ass and like the floppy ass cheek was like flopping around and stuff.
No bullshit. One ass was here, and I'm not even exaggerating all.
It's not an exaggeration.
One ass was here.
That's devastating.
That's devastating.
That was all cut and stuff. There was like a lot of cuts there.
Yeah, like the entire show was just shit talking their ass.
The first thing I think of when I hear this, I'm like, Tipster, why did you say this? But at the same time, it's like,
it's funny.
This is in his long form pod. It's funny. It's in his long form.
If somebody were to cut like all the horrible jokes I've made on this show, I would look horrible.
Yeah. Augie probably has like way worse material than Tipster.
The difference is, I regret none of it. Just want to make that clear.
And Tipster also.
What? What are you doing, Nick?
You know what the worst part of this was, Augie?
What?
She sat there and talked about all the mean things that Tipster said to her, and then the only clip that she shows is like Tipster talking about somebody like completely different. Because nothing that Tipster said about Suzy Lu was even remotely comparable to the clip she showed. So she like painted this whole narrative and literally poisoned the well to show a clip that had nothing to do with what she was talking about. How fucking scummy is that?
Dude, she owned us. We gotta take down all our streams and videos and apologize.
She's desperate for clips. I mean, she skimmed through like multiple Tipster streams, you know, fucking streams of people who nobody even knows exist. Like, she's fucking, either her or her fucking simp were like digging up shit, dude.
Dude, the YouTube simp. We gotta find him. We gotta find him. We gotta name him.
I hear she's gonna be on the podcast next. Next guest to the podcast.
Dude.
I would like to see that. I would like to see him try. Hey, Pugnant, do something for once in your miserable fucking life.
Like, what kind of insecure person does that? Like,
everyone's really
okay, thanks for like
railing. Yeah, we were already watching the video.
I'm trying to make a point, and Nick comes in and is like, "Wait, but like, shut the fuck up."
All right, let's keep going.
I don't understand. It's really weird to me. Like, they must be super insecure with themselves to literally spend all this time like obsessing over other people and doing that. So let me make this very clear. There's two channels I'm going to talk about here, Tipster and John Swan, because that is the two channels where videos were taken down by YouTube.
What I was going to bring up, I forgot because Nick came in and derailed me. And I think Tipster brings it up in his response video, but with that Anissa clip, if people are still like, whoa, Tipster, you probably shouldn't have done that. Like, Tipster in that stream was defending Anissa, actually, mostly, with her OnlyFans. He just, like, you know, kind of devolved into a conversation where he was talking about, like, the content of the OnlyFans and making some jokes, but I think generally...
God, I can't believe you said she had a flat ass, dude. That's one of the worst things I've ever heard somebody say to a woman before. Wow, that is so terrible. I am shocked and appalled right now. This is... Like, these are the jokes that people get upset about? These are tame. Who cares?
I know. But, like, assuming, like, she's kind of like implies that Tipster was like, yeah, fuck Anissa, this like ugly ass or whatever.
Yeah,
but he was like supporting her and then like made those comments. So like, yeah, it's like,
God, she'd have a field day on my channel.
Even if he was against Anissa, like I still wouldn't have seen it as like that big of a deal, but like it's even less of a big deal than Suzy's portraying here, which just shows that she obviously just takes stuff out of context and is disingenuous.
Let me check super chat here. Fuso through 2 says she is a genetic mistake if I've ever seen it. Jesus. Oh my God. Solvis through 2 says just refer to her forehead as the Great Plain. Oh my God, the Great Plateau.
Get in, Breath of the Wild.
So going through 5 says I just think Tipster is the one she thinks she can beat. Oh my God. Honestly though, like, she probably, I mean, she couldn't go at John's one, right? Because he did the documentary, he'd tear her apart. She can't go after Nick, because Nick's an autist who's gonna know every single little thing about her or whatever. I mean, she could go at us, but I guess we're not big enough or whatever. Or you.
I mean, she didn't go after me. I just read out tweets, so I don't think there's anything you could like actually.
Yeah. So she went at Tipster or whatever because she thought like, he's the best bet or whatever.
Yeah, he's the weakest link. Meanwhile, his response video has more views than this video we're watching right now. So
when the response is more views than the video it's responding to on a channel that's smaller.
Yeah, 7 times smaller.
Yeah. Scrubby through 10 says taken down by YouTube as if she didn't report. Yeah, no, she reported it, but YouTube took it down, so it's their fault. Because that makes a lot of sense.
YouTube. Let me just get that into your head. YouTube. Okay, you heard it here. So Tipster had an investigation going against his channel from months ago. And I just want to make it very clear that that investigation started because he was harassing a different creator off platform. I want to make that super, super clear. And let me tell you guys this, to all the people that are like, you have the power to take down all these videos. If I had the power to take down all of these videos, do you think that my search on YouTube would be filled with so much lies, toxicity, people morphing my face, doing all of these things? If I had the power to take down all of this, why is it still there?
This argument is literally just like, oh, well, there's still videos of me that exist, so if I haven't flagged literally every single one of them, then I flagged none of them, obviously.
She probably flagged a lot of them, but like a lot of them didn't go down.
Yeah.
She shot her shot at all the videos and only some got taken down.
She's like, well, there's still some that are up, so obviously I flagged none of them, lol.
Yeah, she can't demand YouTube to take down every single video, but she can, influence to take down a couple. Because wouldn't it be so annoying if if someone went to your partner manager and she's like, take down this one, now take down this one, now take down this one, now take down this one. No, it's like a favor to push the flag to take another one down. So she doesn't have the power to remove all videos, but she does have the power to influence YouTube to take down at least a couple on her behalf.
540 people watching right now. Be sure to hit like. Scrubby through 5 says, it's almost like being an internet celebrity opens you to criticism. Gonna go strike Turkey Tom BRB. Yeah, exactly. Well, did Turkey Tom make fun of your physical appearance? Actually, he probably did, knowing Tom, so.
Yeah.
I mean, Scrubby, look, it's a tool they allow you to do. So if you strike it, we can't criticize you because you're allowed to do it.
Even though in the TOS, people have pointed this out, you can get punished for misusing the tools. The tools can be misused.
Did you know Pakistan has no age of consent? So I mean, you're allowed to do it. Obviously that's fucking bullshit. Maybe that's a bit of an extreme example, but I'm just saying this whole idea of oh, well, you're allowed to do it, so it's okay. No.
I'm not hiding. When I
never mind.
I say to you guys, I don't like it.
Here, let's just move on from there.
Yeah, I was gonna bring up another point.
Nobody would like it if you
get it.
Don't clip that, by the way, you fucking assholes. If you clip that, I'm gonna be pissed.
People were sitting there and bashing their appearance and ripping them apart like that. Nobody would like that. So to all you people that think I have so much power, I don't. I literally don't. In regards to the Tipster situation, he was literally being investigated because of his own actions. His videos were removed because of his own actions. He even admitted that he knew that he was being risky with some of the content. Since then, he has even unlisted certain videos on his channel because he knows that they are risky and that they are dodgy for the community guidelines. And he knows that there is people actually coming actively for him because of his actions. So fine, blame me
because of
for
your
everything,
actions.
even though you have zero proof of anything that people are accusing me of doing. But in regards to that situation, that is what happened. And that's all that happened. And to my knowledge, I think 2 of them stayed down and 1 of them went back up. And that's that. In regards to the other channel in question, sorry, I forgot his name, John Swan. So
you did not forget his name. I'm sorry. I refuse to believe you really. Look at that cut right there. She's like, oh, and then there's that other channel. You know the one, John Swan. Come on now. You know it's John Swan. Don't try to pretend like you didn't.
Boy, John Swan, dude.
It's like the main guy who criticizes you. You're like,
it's such a
that guy's name
too. Once I heard about John Swan, even years ago when.
John Swan, yeah. It's not even a hard name. It's
my mind or whatever. It's
and then there was this channel coming out called Tipster.
Yeah, I feel like Tipster would be harder.
Tipster or something. Yeah, okay. All right, buddy. Scrubby through 5 says, I hope she gets pooped on by a bird. Is that against TOS?
She gets pooped on by a swan, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, you think Suzy walks out?
John Swan took a big shit all over
now, but you think after the quarantine, Suzy will walk outside, see a swan honking, and have PTSD flashbacks?
Andy Warski wants to know when Katerino started OnlyFans. Tomorrow, probably, if there's not one already.
Yeah, she needs a couple hundred more guys, you know?
Yeah.
She's gonna say that she's in a committed relationship with all of them.
She's gonna do that though, right?
She's gonna be like, yeah.
Like when the Twitch crew just goes to shit, she's gonna be like, okay, we're on OnlyFans now.
Yeah, she might make an OnlyFans. We'll see.
Yeah, why not?
Might take a couple months.
It came to my attention.
Yeah.
It, like, the video barely had like any views or anything like that, but it came to my attention on my Discord, and people were like, have you seen this video? So I had to look at the video, and I was like, why? Like, that's disgusting. Do you know what I mean? I had never spoken, to this day, still never spoken to this person. And they put up a video where the entire video was basically just talking about the size of my forehead, going on about my features. You don't get to do things like that. At the end of the day, people say, oh, but it was just a joke. It was about me, and I didn't think it was funny at all. So I was very vocal about that one. I said to you guys on Twitter or wherever it was, I was like, I didn't like that video. I was pretty annoyed about that video. And all that happened in regards to that video was I had a ton of people come over to me to basically be like, oh my god, look at the size of your forehead. And that's what I was getting constantly. And I was like, no, you can piss off. You know what? No, I'm not happy about that. Again, and this is what blows my mind, is that he also came out and said, okay, that was risky. Shouldn't have done that. And it's like, you guys, both of you, have literally admitted numerous times that you know you were in the wrong with what you did. You know that you were in the wrong. So why am I the one that's taking the brunt for your mistakes?
When they say
like,
risky, they mean risky in terms of like YouTube's bullshit rules, not risky in terms of like actual like, objectivity. And by the way, some people are getting confused with this part of the video where they think Suzy's referring to John Swan's commentary video, which he should have addressed. But what she's referring to is that John Swan was going to have the forehead segment in his commentary video, and he posted a teaser to his second channel of just the forehead segment. Mm-hmm. That's the video she's referring to. That's the video she talked about striking down for bullying harassment. John Swan's like, okay, I disagree, but I guess fair enough in terms of like the harassment policies. So in his commentary video, he cut out that part and uploaded only to BitChute. And then that video got taken down despite it having no forehead jokes. And that's the issue people have. Like, it started blowing up even more when the commentary video with no forehead jokes got removed. So yeah. Suzy is like technically like right for like the first like teaser video for the commentary video, which was just the forehead. But for the other video getting taken down, that's still bullshit, and she never addresses it. So on purpose, of course, she's not going to address.
I mean, look, we're trying
to objectively, like, I just think she has no defense for that.
We're trying to be as fair as possible in here, you know, give her all the possible benefit of the doubt that you can or whatever, you know, kind of see her arguments, hear it out. But I mean, come on now, this is ridiculous. This is absolutely insane.
She's like obviously she's lying throughout this video, but a lot of what she's doing, and a lot of what people do who like manipulate and lies, like they cherry pick certain situations to where they, you know, take a part of a situation, leave out the context, and then use that to justify their points. That happens a lot with these like videos. So like everyone's like, sometimes when like exposed videos come out, people are like, oh well, you know, he's right that you did that, and it's like, yeah, they're right in that sense, but then they took out the context. So that's the manipulative part. But people who are too dumb, like the live stream we were mentioning earlier, the small live stream,
you know, that one,
they can't really comprehend past that point. I mean, there's like a mental cap on that. So
I don't know, man. I don't know. This is I can't believe she posted this.
Yeah.
This is not a good move. She's had a history now of making not many good moves in the past 2 weeks at least. But this is just insane.
She just keeps fighting it. She will never back down. She will never say, you know what, you're right. She's just going to keep on.
It's not in her nature. I mean, that's just
it literally is not in her nature. She's like vindictive. Like you could tell by 2 moments in this video. The one where she at the beginning she mentions Mark After Hours video. She's like, yeah, I didn't like it, so I took it down. And then the other one where she's like, yeah, I didn't think the forehead jokes were funny, so I'm like, yeah, buzz off, get that off of YouTube. You know, she's very vindictive. And I think that's displayed in this video. It's displayed a year ago in the stream with Augie. She's always been this way, and she will always be this way. I don't see that changing anytime soon.
We got a lot of super chats coming in. I'm going to try my best to punch through these, but people were telling me, go check out her social blade. Where is it? Let's see. Oh my god. Yeah, nice one. -6K. Wow.
Yeah.
Negative 2K in the last 30 days. She's yeah, this is working out well for her. She's doing a good job over here.
Yeah.
Absolutely owning us. Dude, honestly, what have we been doing with our lives? We need to pack it up. It's all over from here. We fucked this up royally.
There's a video I want you to watch about Suzy that I linked you.
All right, I'll take a look at that.
If we're done watching this video, I assume we are.
I mean, I don't know. What does chat want to do? Should we finish?
Yeah, I don't think there's like.
Should we finish it off? Because I don't want to like leave it hanging. Because I want to like play her arguments or whatever. But at the same time, it's just.
I feel like she went through most of her major arguments. I don't recall any more like significant arguments coming up. But I mean, to be thorough, we could finish it. Yeah.
It's a question of, do we want to be thorough or do we want to lose brain cells? Finish it, move on.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying finish it. I see mostly finish. But there's some move-ons as well.
We're like split half and half.
Yeah,
you know what? We'll just
keep. There's mostly finish. I mean, hey, more content.
Yeah, probably more finish.
So
let's
yeah.
We gotta go later tonight. We'll go later. Stick around, guys. It might be a long one.
We still have the Katerino situation to talk about, which is it's not like a light story like that. We're probably going to talk about Katerino almost as long as Suzy, so stick around for that. There's a lot to say there, but
yeah. All right. Let me see right here. Let's see. Oh shit, there's a bunch of donations here. Where do I go? Juicy Handshake through 5 says, "Why are they spending so much time trying to crash Tipster? Is he really the worst YouTuber right now? Investigate." Yeah, Tipster's the #1 threat on YouTube right now. I don't know if you guys knew this, but he's got to go. He is he's crossing the line. 9volt through 5 SGD. There is also Optimus. I don't remember. Yeah, there's Optimus, but Tipster's the bigger threat, obviously. Fuza through 2 says, "Who is this bitch who says?" Oops, I fucked my page up. "Who is this bitch who says what can and cannot be made about on other people's channels?" Well, she is Suzy Lu. She is the co-owner of YouTube. She gets the whole set.
It's called TOS for a reason in terms of Suzy. You know?
Yeah, there you go. Leafy's here through 2 says she did it literally. She said literally. Artistically through 5 says it seems like this whole video is about her being mad about the forehead joke. Abyss Walker Rat through 5 says there was this Indian scammer called Mudahar, I think. Oh, are you like quoting her like that's what she's saying or something? I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's what Suzy would say about Mudahar. Yeah, there's this Indian scammer who's talking shit about me.
Viraj Rinkal, I can't say her name, through 2 says, sorry about that. What you think of other React channels like Blindwave? I have no clue who that is.
I mean, if they're doing the same, yeah, I've heard there's channels who do the same.
If you're watching like
Suzy,
paid shit,
I disavow it in the same way.
Yeah,
I would like have more critique against Suzy just because like the hypocrisy and her response around this stuff. But objectively, the things that these people are doing are just as bad, but at least they're like not false flagging, not false copyright striking.
Look,
still,
if you
think they should probably be terminated for copyright, but
if you're doing like paid shit or whatever, right? Where it's like you're taking content that was like put behind a paywall and you're like showing it to your audience in a non-transformative manner, then I mean, yeah, you should be called out. But I'm probably not gonna like freak out or whatever. I'm not gonna like, you know, get like, whoa, look at this channel over here, unless there's an element of hypocrisy or flagging or stuff, something additional to add on to the already bad stuff going on. So that's just my take. Anyway, we got shit to do tonight. Stick around. It might be a long one on tonight's RFC.
People can send their audience over to me all they want to be like, you shouldn't ever report any videos. Oh, okay, so we'll just see like dodgy videos on YouTube. But you know what? You know, bless the person that uploaded it. I know I can see up that child skirt, but I won't report that. I won't use a feature that's on the website.
Did she compare?
No.
Wait, I didn't see this part when I first listened to it. Did she just compare Tipster saying that Suzy Lu has a big forehead to child pedophilia on YouTube?
Let me bounce that one back for a second there. That kind of. Wait a minute now. She can't.
Yeah, you might want to slow it down so people can hear that, because
yeah, please send it to normal speed here.
Oh, okay. So we'll just see like dodgy videos on YouTube. But you know what? You know, bless the person that uploaded it. I know I can see up that child skirt, but I won't report that. I won't use a feature that's on the website. No.
Well,
none of us are like, if you find a video that's like that shows like children or whatever in a way like that or whatever. Yeah, and you report that. I'm not. I feel like it should go without saying. I'm not a. Oh my god. Let me show you guys something.
I guess I was over exaggerating when I said CP because that would just be like a precarious position. But I mean, still, like that's an extremity. That's an extremity. It's like what we were saying before. It's like she's comparing. You know, if we're talking about like breaking nudity rules on YouTube, she's talking about like, you know, she's comparing like full on like cock out to like, you know, maybe an ab like through a shirt or whatever. It's like,
let me show you guys.
Night and day situations, night and day levels of violation in terms of these rules on YouTube.
Hold on now, let me show you this. Daniel Cohn being inappropriate for 2 minutes straight. For some reason, I logged on like 2 years ago and this was recommended to me or whatever. And I was like, wait a minute, Daniel Cohn, isn't that the kid or whatever? I looked up her age. She's like 13 or something. And I'm like, what is this bullshit on YouTube or whatever? So I flagged it. I said, the reason sexual content or whatever. Now the video is currently still active, so my flag didn't even work. But yeah, I flagged videos before where it shows kids doing weird shit, and I was just like, okay, what is this bullshit? I'm not, believe it or not, I'm not against that. I'm not against flagging shit like that. I think it should...
Yeah, we're not saying, like, don't use the flagging system at all. We're saying don't misuse the flagging system.
Yeah.
Which is a thing that YouTube actually, like, you know, puts in their rule set. Like, if you look it up on YouTube, Google says, directly on their support website, hey, you don't misuse our features like flagging. Like, it is possible to misuse flags. You know, it's not like the like button where you can misuse the like button. You can't misuse the like button. You can misuse flagging.
Let's go ahead and let's try and get through this one. I don't want to like spend too much longer here. But...
Yeah.
And it blows my mind. Like, these people are so manipulative. It is crazy to me. It is so crazy. And like...
Yeah, by the way, we just got shadow banned again, I guess. People are saying we're not showing up feeds anymore. So it's doing the same thing as last night, where the stream will start out fine, but then it will like shadow ban us in the middle. So...
Well...
Fuck YouTube.
There's literally someone out there just now who apparently wrote an article on our friendship. I have never spoken, not met this person in my entire life. That is how desperate people are with this situation. I just want to make it very, very clear to people. YouTube are the ones that took the videos in question down. It doesn't matter if I reported them. I know for a fact there was many other people that also reported that video before I even got to it. YouTube told me. Like, obviously, people flagged that video to my attention, and they had already reported it. So, who's to say that my report done absolutely anything? Do you know what I mean? My fans were unhappy with that. What do people expect? Obviously, there's people out there...
Yeah, but it was YouTube's fault.
Yeah.
That no matter what you say, they will support me. And when they see things like that, they'll get upset by it. Like that, it's so obvious. Do you know what I mean? But I just want to make it so clear to all the people that are trying to drag up things that are so unnecessary, that don't matter to the context of what the F happened. This had nothing to do with copyright. I am so sick and tired of seeing people like, she just copy strikes any criticism. Completely false. Find some evidence, find a screenshot of where I have struck someone down other than the person I mentioned at the start of this video. Find it.
And that's what people are bringing up. You know, you're willing to strike people down for copyright. You've moved on from the copyright thing because it's risky, and now you've moved on to false flagging using a different tool. It looks like, Jesus Christ, she's so stupid. She's so fucking dumb.
Gaming Otter through 3 says, if I donate you $20, will you view my tweet on stream? I mean, I'll do it for fucking free if you send it to me and it's funny or whatever. You don't have to donate 20 to, I don't know, I feel scummy if I do that.
Everything. They are blind little sheep in this entire situation. There is no copyright strikes because I didn't put them through. They don't exist at all. YouTube decided to take down videos for one channel who is known for harassing many people on and off platform, and YouTube decided to take the other videos down because multiple people reported it for being disgusting, basically. And then the second channel tried their hand at re-uploading
multiple people.
Wait. John Swan's video was just objectively showing the size of your forehead, and you're saying that's disgusting? Wait. You're disgusted by your own forehead?
Multiple people flagged it.
Coming out there, huh?
Somebody came to me and said that they had a conversation with the Suzy Lu simp where basically they had like admitted that Suzy had commanded like flagging raids from her Discord server to flag a bunch of other videos or whatever. Now that's not proof or evidence of anything, but that's kind of sketchy, you know? If that's going on, yeah, I wouldn't be shocked either.
a video where they still had the same insults in the video, so YouTube took it down. YouTube were already well aware of that channel. Do you know what I mean? Like, they were already well aware. Why would you put your own channel at risk like that when you knew what was gonna happen? Like, it's so dumb to me. It's so dumb. As for the rest of it, because I don't want this video to like drag on and on and on, but the rumors are ridiculous. Suzy Lu is being investigated by Google. It's literally not true. The person that was sending those emails was sending them to everyone. Like, we did some investigating our end because we have a contact at Google. It is not true. It's literally not even
got that contact at Google, you say? Yeah, okay.
happening. At this point, people are so desperate to fabricate a story so that they can continue with the cancel culture. You don't have to like the content that I produce. You don't have to watch it.
Just
you don't
like
have
how
to
the
have
investigation
anything
into Tipster is probably bullshit. Like, okay.
to do with what I do. But there's one thing that I will say is I do this for the people that love it. I will continue to do this for the people who love it. I am here for them. I have always been here for them. But if I see people who are harassing other creators, if they're harassing me, if they're being downright disgusting, you have literally targeted the wrong person who will just sit back and let you do it. I won't. It's not in my nature. Like, if you're literally going to sit there and just harass people constantly and YouTube comes to me and says, what's your dealings with this person? I'm going to tell them. Do you know what I mean? I'm obviously going to tell them how you impacted me, what you have done over the course of this year, basically. If YouTube want to clamp down on this kind of content, then that's up to them. At the end of the day, people can mass report my videos. How many of my videos have come down because you mass reported them? How much power does the mass report button actually have? None. None.
Well, apparently a lot of videos are going down and, you know, you're commanding flagging rates from your Discord, allegedly. I don't know about that one. This girl's legit dragging this out. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I think we're about done with this. I don't even.
That's why I was saying, like, I think we got through all the major
Yeah,
points.
I gave it a more of a chance. I've already shown the full video on this channel before, but, like, I don't know. This is just, you know, going on and on, these bullshit excuses. She says dumb thing, we respond to it. It's repetitive. I think at this point, this is where I'd say this optimistically, where I hope that nothing else is going to happen. But I think this is where the Suzy Lu saga really is going to end. Is she going to stop flagging? Obviously not. She has every intention to keep continuing to do so. The best we can do is just call it out, you know, make mention of it. But I think the Suzy tirade or whatever, I think that's where kind of, I mean, what more can we really say? We have done collectively.
Significant happens, like YouTube moves or whatever. Like,
we have done collectively as a unit, as a commentary group or whatever. We have done such a great job of just like letting people know. Like, Suzy became a trending topic from an event that happened to a 30K sub channel and a live stream that at the time had like 400 subs or whatever. I mean, we took that. We got it mainstream. We got people to understand. We got people to know what's happening, what's going on. And hats off to everybody that got involved. But Suzy, I think she fucked with the wrong crowd. And she's quickly understanding, hey, this might have been overstepping my reach here, overstepping my boundaries. I might have, you know, gone on like a little too far with the wrong people or whatever. Because the difference between like when she was, you know, hitting us last year or whatever versus this year is last year, none of us had any connections to anyone. However, this year, people like, you know, people pop by the streams, people pop by, you know, they know who my friends are or whatever, and we're able to let people know, like, you know, John Scarce or whatever, hey, there's something going on here. You know, this bitch is going crazy flagging people. You should talk about this. And now it becomes like a widespread issue on YouTube. I like that, and hats off to everybody that got involved. But look, you can only rag about something on for so long. I think at this point, what more can we really do? Everybody knows. Everybody's seen it for their own eyes. The arguments have been combated against.
One more video to end this off. The video I sent you in the...
Let's go ahead and pop that one out right now. Let's go ahead and play this one.
This is a good ending to this whole thing.
What is this?
Uber, call me you have? Your name I must ask. Ah, into my Honda Civic you must get. Watch ahead you shall.
Oh, we're still watching at 1.5 speed.
So, where going we are? Oh, the hairline. Wow, quite a distance that is. And much you will pay. But take you there I can. Remember you must. In the back you must stay. And if needed you do, hand sanitizer in the cup holders there is.
off we go. The sights you are enjoying? Worry you should not. In good hands you are. This trip, many times made it before I have. The forehead of Suzy Lu. Massive it can be, but distance matters not with a good vehicle, like the Honda Civic. When learned others have of Suzy Lu's powerful forehead size, travel across it many wish to. A sort of pilgrimage it has become for them. So, why the hairline wish to visit you do? Around the eyebrows, I usually stick. Very nice the mall is here. Moving up there you are with the kids. A family you wish to start. Your point I can certainly see. The real estate, there is plenty of up there.
Fuck is this?
And open space. Opportunity, there is plenty on this big old forehead. Well, say I definitely will. A better time there is not to settle around the hairline than there is now. Heard I have, through the grapevine, that a world wonder, Suzy Lu's forehead, is planned to be designated, and into Guinness Book of World Records it is going as well. Popular this forehead will be soon. Bastard! Watch where going you are! Student drivers. More training they need. Back there okay you are? Good. The rest of your journey, more pleasant I will try to keep it. Moving it plenty hard to this area. Hey, down by the earlobes you've gone yet? Yes, quite the distance it is. The ice caps there, melted they usually are, by now. A frigid bitch, she can be. However, the upper lip you must avoid. Smells bad, it does. Finally, in the area we are. Tell me you will, where to stop I shall. Good, right here it is? Excellent. Your total, $18.50, it comes out to be. Oh, a tip you're giving me? Thank you very much, I do. My Uber code you should use, and a free ride you might get. Later I will catch you.
So long. It's a long time to get up to that forehead, bro.
Oh my god. There you go. You can go check that video out there. Who is this guy? A Pimp Master Broda? He's got 30k? Yeah. There you go. Well, go check that guy out there. While I was enjoying that, I was just sending an email to Team YouTube or whatever, because I've been in touch with them about this issue. They said they fixed it. They're being weird about it. I don't know what to do, but I let them know what's going on here. They cut me off apparently like an hour into a stream. So if I want to stream and not get shadow banned, you can only go for an hour. Obviously that's not after hours. It's a 2 minimum hour show. So yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but we'll let them know what's going on. Quarantine stuff, you know, it is what it is. You gotta do what you gotta do. But I appreciate all the people that tune in tonight. We're going to move on to the Katerino situation and touch on the Blair White as well. On the Blair White story, that is. So stick around. It's going to be a fun night tonight. And before we get into that, excuse me. Let me catch these super chats. Where am I? Dylan Lasagna tossed 2. Out of curiosity, besides commentary channels, what possible effects could Suzy's actions have on reaction channels and YouTube in general? None. YouTube has no interest in helping us or talking about this. I don't really want reaction to die at all. I have no intentions for that. But, you know, watching anime or whatever, I have no issue if that goes. I mean, that's stealing or whatever, so, you know, it's an objectively bad thing. So if they start going in on the people who are just watching anime or whatever, I got no issue with that. But they won't, because YouTube has no interest in solving that. It's gonna be up to the anime companies if they want that issue resolved, and we'll have to see. We'll have to stay tuned for that. Gaming Otter through 5 says, here's the tweet. It's a quick video, and you can keep the 5. Love the content. Thank you very much, man. And he links it. He says, it's pinned on my profile. Let's take a look here, then. For the full video on the Suzy Lu versus Tipster, here's the link. Oh, we got a video here? What is this?
I'd rather be a brainless beast than a heartless monster like you.
Nice edit there. I'll have to take a look at this on my own time. We're going to be moving on from the Suzy story, but I don't know. I guess you're nice in donation. I'll post your link to your video there down below. Let me see here. Fuzo through 2 says you got some callers for the call-in. I saw Leafy too. Yeah, we don't really do call-ins on streams, or we haven't done it in a while. But maybe we'll do a call-in show. I had an idea of doing call-in shows or whatever when, like, you know, there's not really anything going on or whatever. But we'll have to see. I don't know. Island Man through 208 says Suzy took down the YouTube mods or the Federal Bureau of Investigation. By the way, Suzy's forehead is longer than the Great Firewall of China. Very, very clever there. Tactical Soda through 2 says Suzy's forehead is strong with the Force. Hernan through 50 ARS says, why is this Yoda video 3 hours long? Oh, wait. RJG Runner through 2 says he just threw a smiley. An XD, but it's the emoticon. Thank you for the generous donations now on the show. Like I said, very fun night. We're going to move on, like I said, to Katerino, as she did issue a response. If you need a refreshment on the story here, well, Katerino, she's the ex-girlfriend of Call Me Carson, a well-known Twitch streamer, YouTube entertainer. She had cheated on Carson with Good Guy Fitz, who is another streamer and gaming entertainer as well. She's kind of apparently known around in the Twitch communities as like I don't know how else to put it.
She wasn't really known until she started dating, quote unquote, Carson.
Yeah, I guess. She
That's all
issued a
she's
response.
really known as.
Here's the deal. Look, when you're a Twitch streamer, right, and you get into a controversy, like you cheated on somebody, and you make a response video, like, how do you get yourself out of this situation? Like, what do you even respond to? I mean, you got called out, you got caught, you got exposed. Like, what do you do? How do you respond to that? Well, she did her best job. She put her best foot forward and attempted it, and it didn't really work out well in her favor at all. She was kind of doomed from the start, though. Let's be real. Any response she was going to give was going to get fucked. So
she actually made it worse because she confirmed the details that made it. Actually, this was like so bad because what she did is she confirmed details that people didn't know for sure. I mean, Keemstar rumored it on his channel, so I guess she had to come out with it.
Yeah.
But then she said, "I'm going to continue to be open and honest." Obviously, by revealing that information, indicating that she'd be honest from now on. But then moments after the apology, we found out from another person that was with Katerino at the time that she was being disingenuous with not talking about him. So, yeah, this turned out really bad for her.
And we're going to laugh at her. Yep. I'm going to refresh Discord.
Luckily, this video is not 24 minutes long.
Yeah, it's only 3 minutes, so I'm gonna refresh the page here because my Discord screen share is broken right now. So, give me 2 seconds here. And while I do that, I'm gonna load up the video right here. Discord sucks, by the way. I don't know if you guys knew that, but Discord's kind of trash. Katerino, her response is here. Let me go live, screen share, blah blah blah. The real T. All right, you see that?
Yep.
Hey guys.
Oh, damn it, this video's quiet too. Oh,
this video's even quieter than the Suzy Lu one.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, you can download the extension just straight on Brave.
I'll do that later. I'm not gonna do it on stream.
Oh my god.
No, I'm not gonna download on stream.
I feel like it would take longer to switch, but I don't know.
Fuck no, are you... No. Okay, there we go. Alright, extension turned on. There we go. What is with people with their shitty audio? Why is everybody so quiet on the internet?
Dude, look at the dislike. This is like the most insane dislike ratio I've seen in a long time.
9K likes, 10K simps rose up, but dude, in comparison,
oh my god,
Let's pull up the good
20 times more dislikes.
Should we pull up the good old Social Blade over here?
Oh,
see what's going on. Let me check that right now. So this channel.
She was over 100K before this video came out, and obviously she was losing prior.
Yeah.
Now she is at 92K.
Oh, no.
She started out around 120K, as you can see near the top there.
God.
Yeah. Okay. Her peak was 118K.
She lost like 30K, bro.
Losing, over the week that the rumor was happening. Then once she uploaded the apology video, it just spiked in terms of unsubs.
She got wrecked.
Yeah, because her whole fan base is Carson's fan base. Like, that's how she grew.
Oh, so, she's so screwed.
Yeah, unlike Suzy, she has like the anime stealing fans, the simps, whatever. So she's never gonna lose a significant portion of her fan base. With the Katerino, she literally betrayed like someone that everyone who's a Katerino fan is a Call Me Carson fan. So
yeah. Anyway, let's fire up the video.
Hey guys, I'm sorry this took so long to come out. I was processing things and thinking things through, and this is my first time going through something like this, and
first time going through something like this, you know.
I wanted to...
Yeah, you know, it happens a couple times to people. This is just their first time.
I want to be honest. My relationship with Carson...
I need to turn up even louder, dude.
I had...
If I turn up louder, the extension gets a little buggy, but I'll bump it up a couple notches.
A boyfriend at the time, and neither Carson nor my boyfriend at the time knew about each other. And while I was clear with Carson that Carson and I were not in a relationship, I still let him on and ended up hurting Carson.
Yeah, I saw someone report that her excuse initially was like, oh, well, me and Carson weren't really in a relationship. You know, I kind of let him on a little bit, but like we weren't actually dating.
She did more than lead him on. Like if you look at any of the clips, she did more than lead him on. And then there was a statement that came out from Call Me Carson's friend on Twitter called It's Josh. I think he's another Twitch streamer. He said that him and Carson were both under the impression where you guys weren't in a relationship, but the only thing keeping you back is long distance. Like if she was theoretically closer to Carson, they would definitely be like smashing and dating and all that. So
yeah. Abyss Rocker Rather 2 says she made this video after she had a 6th guy. Yeah, we'll get into all that and more.
And my boyfriend at the time very badly in the process. I am now seeing a therapist, and although I didn't realize it at the time, I was dealing a lot with depersonalization. And I felt
that's how people solve all their issues now. It's just like, well, I was depressed, you know, mental illness, you know, mental illness.
And like,
I
don't claim to know much about depersonalization in particular, but I did get when I did make a video on this, I did get a lot of comments from people with depersonalization, and they said it's along the lines of like blaming depression for like cheating or something. It's like, yeah, that could be like the cause, like a major cause to doing it, but it just because you have that doesn't mean you will do that. Like you're still your own person, right? It's not like it's expected.
Yeah, you know, I was depressed or whatever. Well, you know, and you still did it. Like I don't really care that much. Is that heartless or whatever?
Yeah. Like
I don't know about that one.
People living 2 different lives. I felt like a passenger in my own body. I ignored very conflicting feelings and thoughts, and I was very lost and confused. And I didn't know what I wanted or what was important to me. And this was when I got
bad headspace.
You were sampling guys. Let's just be honest here. You were sampling guys.
Why can't
I don't know if I like I Will Dominate better. I don't know if I like Fitz better. I don't know if I like Carson better. I don't know if I like the manager better. You know what? Let me just test all these dicks, dude. Let me just see which one feels right. That's what she was doing. She was sampling. She's trying them all out.
Yeah, sampling.
Variety is the spice of life, after all. So
yeah.
And,
so is AIDS.
I handled it very similarly to how I handled previous things. I depersonalized a lot and was very lost and confused and didn't know what I wanted and made a lot of bad decisions because of that. And I hated both him and Carson.
Very lost and confused.
Friendship as well.
I don't know. I was just lost and confused.
Carson
I was stumbling around and all of a sudden a dick's in me and I'm like, whoa, how did this happen? I'm just lost and confused.
I was not in my own element, bro. It was...
Yeah, I was so confused. I'm like, wait, how is this guy's a dick in me right now? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not my fault.
Yeah.
Whatever.
This community very much saw us as a couple, which we encouraged, and it felt really good.
You like the cloud. You wanted it felt really good.
Positive impact on so many people.
To have a positive impact on people. Shut the fuck up. You felt good because you were getting attention and cloud. It's not about other people feeling good about you being.
There are so many things I could have done better. And I was lost and confused, and I ended up hurting people that I cared about.
Oh, lost and confused.
And in the future,
dude, she's saying lost and confused almost as many times as the guy she's
I want to focus on myself, which is why I'm taking further time off streaming, and I'm working through my depersonalization.
What do you think her comeback stream is gonna be like? You know, her return.
I'm still seeing my therapist.
All right, chat. Does she have a comeback stream though? Like, is this it, or is she gonna make a comeback and be just fine? Like, I want to see what you guys think.
I don't know. Either she has to leave the internet, or she comes back and no one likes her, and she like never gets views again. Kind of like a rewired soul.
Oh my god.
No, yeah.
Obviously, I mean,
rewired soul didn't do anything as bad as this, but I'm just saying like similar response.
Hey, Rewired Soul did nothing wrong, right? He's about to give me a Valorant code tonight, so.
Oh, everyone's saying OnlyFans. Yeah, I mean, people. Don't
oh my
care
god,
about what
how could I forget? Obviously,
people don't care about what she did in the past as long as she has like good kids to look at, right?
Oh, how could I totally forget? Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course, it's OnlyFans.
More openly and honestly, and more than anything, I want to be honest with myself, which is something that I've struggled with a lot. And I'm sorry to everyone. I'm sorry to my community and anyone.
Say sorry to Carson. The only person you should be apologizing
she
to.
Said sorry to Carson, I'm pretty sure.
I know later on, but I mean that should be the upfront thing right here, right? Like,
first she apologized to the community. That
you fucked over Carson, you know?
That shows where her head's at, right? Because she doesn't talk about Carson that much in this. She
just talks about the community.
Herself.
Well, herself and the community, you know?
Yeah, and the community, yeah.
Which is aka her subs. Like, please don't leave me, you know?
Yeah, please don't leave me, guys. I'm sorry to the community. I mean, like, Carson, I can take or leave, right? But the community, I felt the clout I've got, the money.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that. Also, why is there, like, a picture of, like, Jesus Christ or Mary in the background?
Yeah, you know she's not. She's not practicing.
She might need to take that one off the wall after what she did. No.
Yeah, God is a shame.
She just looked at it and she's like, ah.
Oh my god.
That I've disappointed or let down.
Well, at least there's not a Sonic plush. Instead, there's a Pepe plush.
Oh yeah, there's a Pepe. Oh, that might even be worse. I'm not sure.
I'm sorry to Carson's community. I'm sorry to Fitz's community and anyone else's community who was affected by this.
God left. He dipped. He was like, nah, dude.
I had to deal with this drama in their chat. I'm sorry to Tempo. I'm sorry.
Tempo, by the way, is the organization that picked her up as a streamer.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask.
So I'm sorry to the org that was gonna make me a lot of money. That probably kicked me now.
Fitz for hurting his image and his friendship with Carson. I'm sorry to my ex-boyfriend for handling our relationship so poorly. He's very much a victim in this, and Carson, who was also a victim in this and deserved a lot better.
Carson's the last one mentioned in.
I don't expect anyone to forgive me, but I hope that this, at least, can provide some understanding.
And that's it?
Yeah.
So that's her response there. Now, she in the video, I don't know if you guys remember this, but she said she wanted to be upfront, open, honest, just like come forward with the truth or whatever. And you might watch the video and be like, okay, well, presentation wise, that was ass. You know, you could have written a better script, with your eyes, with your eyes closed and your hands tied behind her back. But, okay, whatever, she's admitting to it or whatever.
She, like, admitted
at least she said the full truth, they didn't leave any parts of the story out.
No parts left out.
Yeah. Well,
one person wasn't having it. No.
Yeah.
Can't just not mention me, but
there was another person she neglected to mention. His username is I will dominate. And whatever he's dominating wasn't the only thing, apparently.
Yeah.
Come on now.
This is like a entire stream VOD. This isn't a clip. This is the entire stream. So he's like.
No, it's only 7 minutes.
Yeah, he only streamed for 7 minutes just to say his
Oh shit.
So you can skip like 30 seconds or a minute in, and then he'll get into it.
I just gotta make this public statement really quick. I'm not looking forward to this shit, boys.
I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment, and I don't expect to be forgiven. I'm simply here to apologize.
Thank you for that juicy handshake. Alright, come on. Hurry up.
You're about to find out, man. You are about to find out. Dr. Carson. Yeah, I don't know. I'll just start and say my thing. I'll just give like a minute, 2 minutes, something like that.
Yeah, I could have given you a shorter version of this.
Jesus, what is wrong with Twitch streamers? There's so much dead air.
I found out about the situation today. If you guys don't know about the Katerino situation, she made a video where she admitted that she had a boyfriend, and while she had a boyfriend, she was leading on Carson. She had like some type of relationship with Carson, as well as a relationship with Fitz. During this time, she also had some sort of emotional / physical relationship with me. I did not know about any of this stuff. Obviously, going into it, like
Wait, how did she not know about Carson though? Because it was public and they're streamers.
He'll explain the Carson shit.
Okay.
Just take people's word at face value, and people that know me, know my channel, like I don't really like talk about girls I've been with, etc. On my channel, you know, it's not really relevant. I don't feel like it's your guys' business. If I have like a long-term girlfriend or something, I'll introduce you guys to her, but I don't really want to talk about it. Jesus Christ, this is so fucking weird. I don't really want to talk about it too in depth. Anyways, yeah, like around September of last year, yeah, I'm not going to upload this to YouTube or anything. I'm just going to fucking say what I need to say and then fucking leave. So, I had some type of relationship with her. Like, we saw each other maybe 10 times. There was some aspect of
10 times?
Like emotions there.
Yeah, so it was more than
physical
just like
stuff, whatever.
Fling, you know?
Yeah.
I did not know about any of this stuff that happened with Carson. I perceived pretty much I was just lied to the whole time. I guess what I thought was going on is I thought that she was maybe using Carson for views, or maybe they were really good friends. Like I was told that they were just really good friends. And during this time, she was like seeing me, as well as apparently she had a boyfriend. Apparently there was something that happened with Fitz as well. So we saw each other, you know, a couple like maybe around like 10 times, give or take. And there's other people in the streaming community that like have seen us together, etc. So that's why I'm just saying like, hey, I want to clear myself out of this drama. Like I don't want to be involved with it, and I just want you guys to know what happened.
Okay, so basically there is this other streamer she had mentioned that was the fourth boyfriend. So picture this all in your head, right? She's going out with Carson. That's public. She banged Fitz behind the scenes. She had a boyfriend behind the scenes, and this other apparent Twitch streamer, and who knows how many countless other Twitch streamers that haven't talked about it. We don't know.
Out, like out of nowhere, like hey.
Yeah, who else is in? Who else on the Ninja? Like who else is in here?
Yeah.
So this girl's just going around the block on Twitch, hooking up with anyone that'll give her some you know, some clout.
Yeah. Now I don't see I will dominate in the same category as like Fitz or anything like that in terms of like
according to him, he didn't know, you know.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, he was under the impression.
So
that,
assuming that he's telling the truth here, then I mean he was just probably just caught off guard or whatever, you know.
Yeah, he mentions later in this clip that that he I'm losing my train of thought. What did he mentions later in the.
You having like an autism moment?
Yeah. So much drama going on.
The entire roster, this is a breaking report. We got breaking news over here. The entire roster of the NFL's San Francisco 49ers confirmed to have been in a relationship with Katerino? Oh no! Whoa! She engaged in the act of a Cleveland steamer with oh my god. That's terrible. That's absolutely rancid. Oh man. This is breaking news. First being reported in After Hours.
Damn.
That's
got a breaking story here.
So Fitz came out with his response. Carson also responded as well. And then we got some other memes related to this. Not a good night. Not a good night. Fitz, this is the guy who fucked his bro's girl. He says, "Hey guys, As many of you have heard, I've been involved in some personal drama recently, and although this situation is a lot more complicated than anyone expected, I want to apologize publicly, not just in private. I'm sorry, Carson, I hurt you and I wasn't a good friend. I can only hope that someday you'll forgive me. I regret what I did, and I regret where we are. If you ever decide that I'm worthy of versing you in 8-Ball, that's the iOS mobile game, by the way. I'll be here. Until then, I'm sure the wonderful friends you have around you will have your back. Oh, this is the worst I banged your girlfriend tweet ever.
Your YouTube's just coming out of the jar. That was one.
So I fucked your girlfriend. Hope this paragraph from my iPhone helps.
Yeah.
And what even is this, man?
Nick and Scrubby were one of the only 2 YouTubers who like responded in a way where it's like, yeah, come on, Fitz. Everybody else was like, because Fitz is a 5 million sub YouTuber and he has like a bunch of pull in the community, like he's super relevant now. It's not like he's 5 million and like dead.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Like he got 5 million recently. A bunch of people in the comments, like especially like this Twitch streamer community, were like, yeah, you know, we forgive you. You fucked up, but you know, want to play some 8-Ball, and like made a bunch of 8-Ball memes. I'm just like, come on, dude. Like if Fitz was like in Katerino's position or whatever, like obviously what Katerino did was worse because she was like behind Fitz's back and a bunch of other people's backs in terms of you know, cheating with people or whatever. But so Katerino's more in the wrong. But like if Fitz had like similar sub count to Katerino, was only big because of Carson, and he had no pull in the community, everybody would be shitting on him, dude. To support Carson. But since Fitz is also big, people are like, I don't want to get on Fitz's bad side, you know. He still has pull in the community. So you know what? I'm gonna kind of like, you know, say he did something wrong, but meme it a little bit. It's like, fuck off, dude. Like literally, if this guy didn't have 5 million subs and he was only big because of Carson in the same way that Katerino was, you would be ripping into him just as hard as you are Katerino right now. So it's just so disingenuous. It just shows like I just see like so many fucking like clout chasers in the comments of this tweet. It's ridiculous. Although I do think props should be given to Fitz in terms of this response compared to Katerino, because he did take responsibility. He didn't blame mental health or whatever. So I will give him that. Like I don't think Fitz is as bad.
I mean, it's short to the point, you know. But I mean, come on now. This is so weird.
This is the case. The thing was a bit tasteless, but
this is the case.
Maybe it was fitting considering their friendship, but like
this is the case of YouTubers who have been streaming like and doing YouTube or whatever their whole lives, who have just lost reality. Like they have like no clue like how like people are supposed to like interact and respond to each other in any sort of circumstances. Like they just have no like sense of context or whatever.
They think completely socially in terms of like, you know, YouTube social
terms memes
instead
or
of like
whatever.
real life social terms. Because like if this situation happened in real life with no subs involved, everybody would be shitting on Fitz.
Yeah.
But because there's like the YouTube subs involved, and people also, a lot of these streamers don't have like the real life experience to like, you know, they haven't had like a real life equivalence to this situation happen with their friends in real life because they're just online all the time. You know, they're really downplaying it. They're like, oh, it's a little mistake, you know, forgive and forget, guys.
Yeah,
it's just I mean, you can scroll down to actually see the comments I'm talking about, but yeah.
I'm filming a documentary about
Cobra's response was pretty good. See,
K-pop
like Too Mad just memeing it. Although Too Mad memes everything. See, he says you're lesser of the evil here, but lol 8-Ball.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. This is so weird. Like real drama like this, like as it's like, I mean, I guess this is drama, of course, but like just like real situations like this, they're just treated like a meme. I'm just like, really? That's kind of trashy.
By the way, guys, my next video is going to be obviously on this Carson shit.
Yeah, no one's gonna watch it. Super chat time.
Versus, I'm reading out every single tweet from these popular YouTubers. I'm gonna fucking lay them all out in the same way I just did here. So, dude, get ready, dude.
Gothic through 3 says, so I got the body count right. She threw Carson for a loop while in a relationship while banging another simp while throwing another streamer for a loop. Now there's a rumor that she has more bodies during a rooftop party a few months back. Oh my god, really? I wouldn't be shocked. Aiden through 1 says, a summary of this apology, me, have sympathy for my mental health, even though I had none for Carson, me. Yeah, pretty well put together. Juicy Handshake through 5 says, I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment, and I don't expect to be forgiven. I'm simply here to apologize. Solvis through 2 says, so she is the Twitch version of Zoe Quinn? I guess? I don't know. I don't know if it's that bad, but... Zafon through 5 says, girl has legs like a 7-Eleven, open to paying customers 24/7 all year long. Oh my god. Yeah, no e-girls. What can I say? No e-girls. I tell you this all the time. People are like, yeah, nice meme or whatever. And it just, the prophecy tells, you know, it speaks for itself. You see examples of this all the time. So, okay, so we got Fitz's response. Carson, I gotta admit, he put some cringe himself.
Before we get into that, I did have like a little brain fart when I was talking about I Will Dominate. While you were reading those donations, I went back to actually see what I wanted to talk about. He basically said it's like, whenever he like starts dating someone or having any relations with them, he like asks repeatedly, do you have a boyfriend? Do you have a boyfriend? To like confirm it. So he's not like the type of guy, like the difference between I Will Dominate and Fitz for me is like Fitz knew that Carson and Kat were having a thing, and obviously he's Carson's friend, so he talks to Carson one-on-one like maybe as much as you and me talk, so he would know that. Meanwhile, I Will Dominate, like he literally thought that like they weren't in a relationship, and Katerino said she had no boyfriend to him. And then once he started becoming like suspicious of that truth, he backed out. Before all of this drama happened, he mentions in the clip, he backed out like prior to all this drama going down and him even finding out about this shit because he felt weird about the Carson stuff. So to me, like, I think I Will Dominate didn't really do anything wrong. I think he's a pretty good guy. Fitz, on the other hand, I'm pretty upset with. So that's what I wanted to say in regards to I Will Dominate, because we didn't finish watching that clip. But yeah.
Okay. Solvis through 2 says Zoe did 5 Guys for Video Game Cloud. Okay, well maybe I might be getting her mixed up with the other girl that made the game developer kill himself. I don't know if those are the same.
Yeah, that was Zoe Quinn.
Okay, so it is the same. Huh. Well, yeah, I don't know. She hasn't made anyone kill themselves yet. Although she might. I mean, cheating does some things to people. So I don't know. So yeah, Carson threw up this thing here. He said, I'm sorry. He basically gave an apology for blowing this up as drama or whatever. I gotta be honest, man. I mean, that's kind of weak.
I think he's too hard on himself, but like, I understand. He's kind of like Slazo in the sense, right? Like when Slazo was getting attacked, Slazo, he's not a fighter, right? And I think Carson's in that same boat. So I kind of understand this response from him. Although I don't think, like, I don't blame him in the way he blames himself for coming out with this situation, but I kind of understand why he wrote it. I think Kavos gave a really good take on this in his video.
What did he say?
He said something along the lines of like, you know, I think you have every right to come out about this, but I can see how like you're upset at like the response or whatever, but like you also have to like, you know, take responsibility for talking about it. I don't exactly know what he said. He said it way more eloquently than I did right there, but I think Kavos had like the right approach to this response. Like I don't blame Carson at all for this. Like I'm not like, you know, Carson, you're retarded for saying sorry. I don't like see Carson in the same way that I see like, you know, Bunty King for saying sorry or something like that, you know. But I do think he had every right to talk about this because this is what Kavos said. He said like, if you keep this to yourself and like you know, you keep this, you don't tell anyone about this, you have no one to go to talk about this, is gonna like, you know, impact your mental health even more. And as bad as it is for Carson doesn't like seeing like Fitz and Kate go through this drama or whatever. As bad as that is for him, it would have been so much worse if he didn't come out with it and then he had to like internalize all this and stuff like that. So I can understand why he came out with this in frustration. And I think it's healthy for him long term that this is all out in the open and it's not
but let's just be okay. Let's just break it down here though. This is cringe. Like, I'm sorry. I mean, I get he's not, you know, the fighter type or whatever, but what is he doing? Like this just hurts me. This just like that he wrote this.
Yeah, I know like, it's a mentality that you don't.
Really? No,
I'm not saying it's the right mentality, and it's not a mentality that you relate with in the slightest. I know that, Augie, but you know what? Like, I can understand him feeling this way, but he's just too forgiving. He's too forgiving. He's too good for this world, essentially. But
let's get to the memes or whatever. This Keemstar's take. This is funny. Keem says, also, we should not be mad at Good Guy Fitz anymore. By Fitz binging Kate, he helped Comey Carson see who she really was. Save Carson from being sued by this talentless e-girl. Sorry, for being used. I say Good Guy Fitz. Carson says, Keem, this is a terrible take. Also, do you have an iPhone? Ricky Berwick. Actually, we got word here. The 6th or 5th or 20th or 30th boyfriend has been
probably
exposed.
In the 30s now, especially after the
Well, it's a figure that we wouldn't have expected. The 30th has been exposed over here.
Carson, who was also a victim in this and deserved a lot better.
Hey, babe. Have you seen that?
I don't expect anyone to forgive me, but I hope that this, at least, can provide some understanding.
Oh my god. Fucking Ricky Berwick. That was actually a failed recording. She had to retake that one, but Lord Vega was able to get special access to it. Damn it. Oh my god. And this right here, this is something somebody had pointed out right here. How the tides have turned. Jay Aubrey, who we talked about, was very against talking about relationship drama. He made a funny meme. It was funny, I'll give him that, but a little hypocrisy here, maybe, I don't know. Carson playing 8-ball while Kate playing with 8 balls. But I mean, come on now. I don't know. Jay Aubrey, he's the Twitter, he just says what gets retweets, basically. That's his social media. The Twitter grift right there. He did
have an explanation to this in response to Keem.
Oh, yeah?
I could try and get that for you real quick.
Type his account in.
Yeah, just go to the replies and it should be there. He doesn't tweet super often, so it shouldn't be hard to find.
Well, I'm not seeing nothing here, so let me just look at his account.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Go to his account and go to tweets and replies.
Where is this shit?
There. Oh,
wait.
There. Yeah, there.
Right here? Oh, there's a clear difference between prying into a person's life immediately after something happens and waiting a week to crack a harmless joke. Carson has himself been more vocal about the situation on Twitter. I don't feel it's an issue anymore. Circumstances change. Okay, well.
Now, I disagree with this take because, like, when it came out that Carson or Fitz cheated, the cheating happened.
Yeah.
It's not like the cheating happened the day the information came out. Carson was probably sitting on that for weeks, if not, like, month plus. So when people made jokes as soon as it came out, it's not like it's immediately after it happened. It was weeks after, and even if it was even if he did come out with it immediately after it happened, I mean, he's a public figure. He's responsible for what he, if he says that, you can't expect people to like stay quiet about it. And everyone was supporting Carson. No one was like disrespectful to him. So like, I don't know. I feel like this argument's kind of retarded from Jay Aubrey, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah. Okay. That's gonna do it for the Katerino situation that we've got so far. I might do a video kind of summarizing all this for 10 minutes, so you can watch it quickly and kind of know what's going on tomorrow. But for your stream coverage, that's what I've got here. The last thing we got on the list is something I'm kind of debating about. Do we want to get into this tonight?
I feel like
Blair White.
It's literally just starting to brew.
Yeah,
so we have a little bit to talk about, but I feel like we could flesh it out more with a more complete stream on Friday.
So if people were thinking we were going to go in on Blair White or something tonight, I kind of just threw it in last minute because it was brewing on Twitter, while things were going down. I was like, oh shit, whatever, throw Blair White in there. Basically, the situation is kind of brewed down. It's a little complicated, but Nick's going after Blair White for a potential lie she might have told or whatever, and Blair White's, of course, objecting to this. I gotta be real with you, I hadn't even looked into it until we were getting ready for the show prep, and I was just like, okay, what is this? Now, Bowblax had sent me a video made by Tamimi, which is a YouTuber. Okay, and she kind of explains it.
It explains it pretty well in like 6 minutes.
I got a feeling that this is going to be a thing that kind of like gets a little, develops a little more later on, so we might push it over.
I mean, we could, if you want to, real quick, we could check out the 6-minute video, but because that's pretty much all there is, the 6-minute video, and then like some discussion on Twitter.
I I don't know, man. I also got like shit I need to do.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta finish. I want to finish my video.
I gotta be real. The Suzy Lu segment kind of overpowered the show, and it's important that we talk about it.
I didn't expect to go on the Suzy Lu stuff for that long, but
yeah, I'm a little loaded right now, if you couldn't tell. But you know what? We'll see how that develops. I feel like this is not like a clear cut case where it's like fuck Blair White, just yet or whatever. But we'll see how it goes down. We'll probably talk about more on Friday, I think, because I don't like pushing stuff in general. I just like to go through it, but yeah, I don't know. Whatever, we'll talk on Friday.
Augie still hasn't even looked into it, so Augie doesn't even have an opinion.
Yeah,
on it yet,
I'm like, I put it in the question mark. Blair White lied. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, we got on for long enough. 2 hours now. That's usually the time I like to go. I like to condense these shows. I think we'll cap it out there. Hopefully we'll get this shadow banning issue fixed as well. I'm already in contact with YouTube, although they're kind of being a pain in the ass right now. Oh, excuse me, but shout out to the donators tonight, the super chatters, the streamlabbers, all the people that came through tonight. Very successful show. 500 people at the height. A lot of people seem to enjoy it. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notifications, be on the lookout for videos, streams, and all of that and more. It's going to be a fun week as we continue on with this saga, as the Suzy Lu story begins to end, and we move on to bigger and better and greener pastures, hopefully. It's going to be a fun time. That being said, guys, I think we're going to cap it off there. Bowblax, you got anything you want to promote before we get out of here?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that I started a relationship with a Twitch streamer called Katerino.
Oh, really? Now, congratulations.
Check out her channel. I mean, she's a really great girl. She's dedicated to me. We have an exclusive relationship right now, and
she's really into you.
She's a great person. I recommend you check her out. She's getting a lot of hate from like her ex-boyfriend. I don't know what that's about, but now she's only with me exclusively, so it's all good. So if you could support Katerino by giving her a sub and
got that locked down. There we go. All right. As for me, what do I got to plug? Nothing. Just subscribe to the channel. That's all I'm saying. I'll see you later, Bowblax.
See ya.
All right, it's just me now. What do I end the stream off tonight with? I could do Rush like we usually do. I almost want to play like a Rocky song. I don't know. Just kind of looking through my list here. I did not have it picked out. The music that I always want to play will get me banned if I play it. So, just because it's like copyrighted super hard. I'll play this one. Alright, boys, I'm out of here. I'll talk to y'all later. See you tomorrow. Have a good night, everyone. I might be on the kill stream. I don't know. Maybe. Go check that out, though.